Hello, 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 and welcome to yet another Q&A Thursday, where I'm your host, Dane Henn, and to my right, Levi Gates.
What's up, Dane? Fresh from facial reconstruction surgery.
I look the same, but I don't have a lisp today. I had one a little earlier in the week. It was not good. I'm not going to subject myself to
You look
that.
handsome.
Thank you. Well, it's just good bones covered in a lot of fat. But anyway, moving over to my far left here, I've got Anthony Fisher.
Hey, Dane. Thanks for having me. Glad to be here.
Absolutely. And, of course, you may have noticed we have a guest to my left, none other than Bob Phillips from P&S Products. Welcome, Bob.
Thank you, guys. Happy to be here. Good to be in Boise, right?
Absolutely.
We're excited to have you.
Yeah.
This has been great.
Yeah, so hopefully everybody have some great questions for you, right? Or just you're part of the crew. You're just hanging out, joking around, having fun today as usual. We don't take this thing too seriously.
Right. Nah.
I mean, after all, it's detailing. We're not saving lives.
Exactly.
I mean, some details could save a life, but who knows, right?
True.
Depends on which detail you talk to, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Doctors, are you listening?
Very true.
Thankfully, this is the first time back for Dane in about a week and a half, almost.
Yeah, I had the stuff done on Friday, so it's kind of been recovering there. I've only taken 2 ibuprofen today, so I'm really weaning off of it. But boy,
Don't
it's
get too crazy, Dane. I mean,
Stuff.
too.
Yeah.
So Dane
Do we know this stuff?
Well, Dane had some teeth extracted.
Yeah, they yanked out a
Wisdom
wisdom tooth that was going sideways that I'd had forever, obviously. But, I got
While they were in there, we asked him to, just clean up the jawline, clean up the chin a little,
just
maybe
kind
put
of
some of that.
give me a little bit more definition.
Well, they pulled out that tooth. That was
it's
crazy.
It's swollen right now. It'll heal in about 3 years once I work off all this. But, eventually.
One day you'll shave off the beard for the full reveal.
Yeah, but,
exactly.
a little
Well, when they pulled out that
now and then.
abscess, they actually found, particulates of what was once a twin.
Yeah,
right?
that was
and
a crazy
was
thing.
Super
Who would've
crazy.
thought?
Who would have thought? It was Stonehennon is who was
what a way to start a show.
Buried deep in that jawline. So, anyways, a little bit of housekeeping here.
Yeah, maybe some housekeeping.
Today is the final
Last day
of the Father's Day sale at theradcompany.com, meaning if you head there right now, you can save 15% on almost everything using the code
Dad15.
Dad15. And we still have what's left of a few limited shirts.
Yep.
The Detail Dad shirts, the Detail Daddy, if you want to add your own Y. But those shirts actually sold pretty well. I believe
Really?
we're out of
impressive.
We're out of all the XLs, which we had quite a few of. So if we go and click on that listing right there, Nick, we'll be able to tell you what's left of the Detail Dad shirt. Clicking there, and so all right,
2X or 3X.
So we still have a few left, and I'm sure we're down to probably single digits of those. So if you want to pick one up, now is the time to do it. Whatever we have left will be on the site even past the sale. But just keep in mind, once they sell out, they're gone. They're never coming back, and we're never making any more.
And any of your orders get the limited edition sticker as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So whether you buy one towel, which you really can't do, you buy a pack of towels, you buy maybe buy a bottle of Cody, maybe pick up some Defender.
Yeah.
You're going to get a sticker along with it. Or if you want a couple more stickers, you just put those in your cart, add them, or check out those kits.
Yeah. So sale ends today, and then after today, I mean, it's going to be a little bit of a sale ghost town for a little while. Not a bad thing.
We need to let the team catch up.
We'll let the team catch up, but keep in mind too that during these sales, it does take a little longer for these orders to get packed up and shipped out. Normally, we're known for our speed and how swift we may be, but because of these sales that we've had, it's getting pretty tight inside there.
Yeah, we're just trying to defend our team.
People say, "Hey, can you go check on my order, Anthony?" They send me a message on Instagram, and I go in there. I said, "Hey, everyone, I'm looking for this order," and they glare at me, and then they point.
They don't glare. They point to a stack.
They point to a stack that's this high, and they go, "Yeah, go look through it," and I go, "Oh, I think I'm just going to go back to my."
I make orders, not beads.
All right. Now everybody's working super hard, and all of them have a great attitude. It's just it's going to take a little bit to catch up. So that's it for housekeeping in terms of that. And then this Saturday we have the big car show,
Hidden Springs,
which is
car
why
show.
actually part of the reason why Bob you're here.
Absolutely, yeah. Sydney's 9th annual?
Yeah, something like that. 8th or 9th annual.
Something crazy like that.
It's a great car show. The Hidden Springs
really
Car
is.
Show. They put on an amazing show.
Bob, so you were here last year.
Yep, last year. This is actually, I think, my 4th year
Oh my god.
at the show, I think. And it's like car show in Pleasantville, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really can't.
Yeah.
There is no more Pleasantville than
Yeah.
Hidden Springs. And
That's
it's like beautiful people with beautiful cars in a beautiful setting.
dogs and
beautiful
children
dogs,
and
trees.
Yeah, it's like
everything.
literally like honestly, I will say this: it's literally the only car show I go to, and I am a Boise resident of over 800 years.
yeah.
You used to go to other ones. Now it's just
that's
this
the
one.
only one I go to because it's the only one I actually enjoy going to.
clean and it's pure.
The word idyllic.
It's
comes to
idyllic.
mind.
That's
Well,
that's the
it's
word.
just funny because, like Bob said, I mean, you go out to this car show. Not only are the cars very nice that are out there, everything's well organized, but there's the small little fire station there, and they got, of course, like I think it's actually a Dalmatian or some type of dog
right?
that's
Yeah.
out
The
there.
fire department's there with their
fire
dogs.
Full on
trucks,
Pleasantville.
and you're just kind of out there like, man, the only thing I need now is some old people playing checkers or chess or something on the corner. And
No, there they are.
There they are.
Yeah, they got
They're
that.
playing right in front of a couple
Yeah.
classic
Kids
cars.
running,
Next
they're-
to
they got
a-
the sticks with the hoop, and they're running down there.
The ball's bouncing
Yeah.
off that, and then you go. There can't be a milkshake place around here anywhere,
gosh,
right?
there
Oh,
is.
it's so crazy
Of
because
course.
there is.
You got a glass milkshake with a metal straw in it, and you go, "This is weird."
You got a little
But
corn dog trailer. You got all the little carnival bits. You know, the fun
can
stuff.
typically find
Yeah.
Dane at the bar, right?
Oh, right, the mobile
the mobile saloon is what it is. It's even got the swinging
Oh, man.
doors on it.
Oh,
He's usually
gotta walk through
there
it.
grabbing himself a nice Bloody Mary or perhaps a mimosa there in the morning to get him started.
It's definitely a tight community.
It
It
is.
is.
Yeah.
It's got its own K-8 elementary school and junior high, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so everybody
the full
literally
mix.
like 5,000 people live there?
Yeah, it's
50,
pretty
well, it's
crazy.
bigger now, maybe.
How about that? Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Kind of manicured
it's been
lawns,
growing.
manicured homes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a really pretty area.
Everybody takes pride in their spots over there, and that's why Sydney actually probably does such great business over there, having her detailing shop, because all those people, right? There's like there's 5,000 people, but there might be 2,000 vehicles, right?
Or more.
Or more.
I was
Or-
gonna say,
or,
most of
or
those houses have
5,000
multiple
cars
vehicles.
or 10,000
3.
cars.
including
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
some toys.
So,
kind of stuff,
so she keeps pretty busy over there, which is pretty cool. But anyway, PNS is actually one of the sponsors of the show.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, we're a trophy sponsor and, help participate and make sure that,
Nice.
And you guys,
It's a great show.
give away awards too, don't you?
we do give away awards.
Nice.
Yeah,
What do
we
you
got-
guys gonna be looking for?
Usually she puts us in a category, so I don't know what our category is, and there she's really creative about the categories, like not obvious ones like best paint, but like
something very
very
specific,
creative. I think there's 45 trophies this year, something like that. So, and there's 300 cars.
Yeah, something like that. My
Yeah.
uncle won most likely to get out of traffic.
Exactly.
And then
I believe that.
Yeah, and then my dad actually took home the PNS trophy last year.
Did he really?
Yeah, Brad
One
Gates.
thing I wanted to shout out about the show too is I appreciate the variety of cars that show up. It's not necessarily just you think like a Father's Day car show or something. It's like mostly 50s, 60s cars with a hint of like 70s. So this has some modern stuff. It has some old stuff going way before the 50s. It's a mix. So I really like that.
Yeah, and this year she's got some guest athletes appearing.
Ooh.
Really?
I guess the new quarterback for the Boise State.
Oh.
Something like that. Yeah,
That's
it's pretty
football
crazy.
team's
There's a
gonna be
lot
there?
of
Yeah, so a
working
lot of
on
cool
one
stuff. Yeah,
angle.
it's a
Okay.
little different. It's always different every year. It'll be good.
Wow.
No, we're excited. And then Father's
fans.
Day car show in downtown Boise in front of the Capitol building
Yeah.
on Sunday,
Sunday.
as well. So
Yeah.
You're gonna be cruising out to
Busy.
that.
I'm
right?
going to wander out to that just because my dad will be there. For
Well,
that.
you also
So-
need to go look at I think the first handprint in near the Capitol building from a Gates family member, right? When the Capitol was
when we
built.
laid those blocks.
When you actually laid the
Yeah.
blocks there. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that's insane. 800 years, right?
It's crazy. Who
Um,
would have thought?
Who would have
So
thought?
many.
So, oh my gosh, we got 5 pages here
Yeah.
full of comments.
We
So
got
I
a good
think
array of comments. I'm feeling good about it.
it's time for us to jump into some of these
Bring
and start
'em up.
answering questions. So starting off here with Dan Pfeiffer, with, of course, a good afternoon and word up from a smoky Minnesota, USA. Thanks, Canada. Am I right? Right. They're doing all those maple fire,
Well,
smoke
so I read an
shows.
article about Canada and wildfires.
Yeah.
They like to just let things run their course.
naturally.
Naturally.
right?
Just letting it go.
Either that or they're just so nice about everything. They go, yeah, it'll
That's
be
what they said.
okay.
They said, hey, look, the fire's got the right of way. We don't
Yeah.
want to stop them. They're
We don't-
enjoying themselves.
We don't want to cause any
They're having some
problems.
fun.
Right?
Just gonna let them just
Wouldn't
do what
want
they
any
need to do.
inconvenience.
The mount-
As long as
the
they stay
Mounties
away,
are safe.
yeah, they're like,
and
as long as they stay away from homes and property,
the syrup
we're
reserves
just
are
gonna
safe.
let it go.
And as long as none of their hockey players are injured, right? Life's
Right.
good, right? They don't have any
Well,
problems.
hang out on the ice. You won't have to worry about burning anything.
That's
That's a
very
smart
true.
idea,
Yeah.
Dane.
Yeah.
Words
But
to live by.
he does say, "Happy Friday Eve, TRC gang. Looking forward to a great Q&A with PNS."
To which he follows up.
Okay, says longtime fan and user of Beadmaker. This may be controversial with Bob here. Ooh. But what if Beadmaker never existed? What would be your drying aid of choice for each of you, all brands considered?
Lucas Oil Slick Mist.
Wow, that's very.
It's a great product. It's a great
I
product.
swear I've seen that on the shelf at like Home Depot.
I've used to
before.
use it all the time.
Yeah.
It was a great product.
That's
No.
pretty great.
Lucas is
Dane,
a big one.
what about yourself? All brands considered.
I mean, just as a drying aid, realistically, it's gonna have to be like a rinseless wash. Like I would go O&R Absolute, something like that. That is where I would turn.
okay.
Because then I could use it for other things.
Strange. Well, Dane is a lazy guy when it comes to that
I want to
stuff.
have something that the one bottle could do a lot of things.
But this is after you take it through the car wash.
Well, yeah.
That's your drying aid for after you
Yeah.
ran it through the manual.
I don't want
the
those water
automatic
spots to set, so I
wash.
got to go back over it with some little spritz.
Okay.
Of course. Okay. Myself, is it a cop out if I say Dream Maker? Is that a cop out thing
No.
to say with PNS?
He's only
here?
Wait a
asking
minute.
about Beadmaker.
He
never
said
existed.
Beadmaker never existed, so you kind of got to be
Yeah, I
the
mean,
precursor to Beadmaker, right?
Yeah, that
Can you select a product
really
developed
exist.
after Beadmaker?
Right.
Man.
Yeah, because then your absolute goes out the window.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
absolute.
Well, I still got O&R, sorry.
Yeah.
So,
but,
a
you know.
precursor to Beadmaker. Isn't it?
You can use paint
Isn't it
gloss.
funny that Beadmaker was such a game-changing product, right? Getting out there, being something super versatile, something so easy to use that provided a slick feel with a lot of gloss and just the best experience, right? When you try to look back before the days of Beadmaker, it's
It's
weird.
almost like
it's
a blank.
It's like a
It's like
blank.
there's
It's like
nothing-
it's like a gray.
You have paint
Well,
gloss.
It's a
Well, yeah,
gray space.
You paint gloss, but think about this. Was there really a category called drying aid prior?
There was. We
was
had,
there?
We
And it's
did.
maybe just because I just
No,
didn't-
but we
There was,
we
but
had
it was
well, we
not-
used Optimum products. So we used
Okay.
Hyper Seal, we
Yeah.
used Car Wax, but none of them created the level of slickness that
No.
Beadmaker created.
right.
It was like Beadmaker changed, because I remember that first time we used it, and I used it on my car, and I was pumping gas, and I remember I was leaning on my car, because I'm one of those guys. I don't care. I'm gonna lean on my car,
You can fix it.
and I was sliding
Yeah.
back and forth, and I was like, "This isn't supposed to happen." It's very slippery, and it'd been like 3 days, so there was probably a good layer of dust on it, and I was probably scratching the snot out of it. But I then came to Anthony and I said, "Have you tried Beadmaker yet?" And he's like, "Yeah, I did, and it's really slippery."
It's very
Yeah.
unique feeling.
Literally the
stuff,
words you
though.
said. That's really slick, and I was
don't-
like, "Yeah, I was gonna fall off my
here's,
car."
Here's the thing. I don't know. I'm trying to think because I don't know if that was necessarily part of the question. Is what was life before Beadmaker?
Right. Okay.
But we're putting our own twist on that, which
Yeah.
is okay. I'm okay
Yeah.
with that.
Adding
so I'm
new
trying to
rules.
think
if
of
it
like.
never existed,
Well, I'm
what would
trying
we
to think
have
of what was on my card around that time, or what would have existed around that time.
Yeah.
And I think I was a big fan of the Optimum Instant Detailer and Gloss Enhancer. That's something I used pretty often. I had some random Adams products lying around that I enjoyed using. I had obviously what's the left of of Dusty Chemical Guys, and then I had some Sonax products and I had some other things. But I would say maybe which I believe maybe BSD did exist, Brilliant Shine Detailer from Sonax did exist around that time. I would have maybe used that as my drying aid, right? But I would have cut that like 2-to-1, 3-to-1 because
Yeah.
it's just far too
Now I
thick.
will say,
of a
Lucas
sauce.
Oil Slick Mist, I did buy
Yeah.
at the auto parts stores, and I always kept a bottle in both of my black vans.
Well, no,
And when I sold the van and got the red
not,
car.
not only that, right? Not only did you get yourself hooked on that back in the day, right? You got your uncle hooked on that.
I did.
right?
Mhm.
What's your Bruce? Uncle
Yeah.
Bruce, because
Yeah.
you know what? When he had his rig here,
When he had his army truck here.
what was in the back of that?
Bottle of Slick Mist.
Crazy,
Yeah.
right? The Gates family, right?
Right. We know what's up.
Yeah, family of detailers. So, anyways, I mean, I don't know. And then I guess Bob, we didn't give Bob.
Yeah,
the
yeah. Give me a
question.
Yeah,
chance.
what's yours?
So I'm going to stick in the PNS family.
Okay.
Okay.
It's going to be Babe's Boat Care products, Boat Bright.
Boat Bro.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. There
Yeah,
we go.
yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a really good drying aid as well. And it's been around for 20-something years.
You're
Yeah,
safe.
so
So,
especially because
prior-
it is for pulling the boat out,
Right, when the
spraying it
boat's
down,
wet,
and drying
so I
it.
knew that. So that's exactly what I use on my car.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Boat Bright is the green product, right?
The green product, the bright green
You
product.
guys should go smell that. If you have a boat or interested,
Or haven't
in
checked out
or
Boat
haven't checked out
Babes.
the boat Babes
That's
boat
true.
products, check it out. Go give that stuff a smell. I promise you won't be disappointed,
Well,
and you'll enjoy it.
What would you
Do you
describe
smell products,
the
Anthony?
smell
I
of
smell a few things.
that being?
I dip my finger in a few things and smell them, or I just crack the lid. Dan Pfeiffer says,
that's the one I'm
sorry.
thinking of.
Yeah, he's like trying to move
Joey
on.
Blinsky says, "What is up, fam?" So Joey Blinsky
Okay,
Yes.
just finished up some heart surgery
awesome.
here last week,
Last
and
week,
you know what?
He went dark for. He was getting, what was he? He was like a
What kind?
turbocharger or supercharger.
Yeah.
He was having a couple of mods put in.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Half bionic kind of situation, just to give him more power.
Yeah.
Make him faster, stronger.
He said he was
everything
born
between.
and stroking some valves, and I was like,
He's going to feel like a new man for sure.
yeah, he really. Well, he's a reacher-sized gentleman, so
He's a large,
He's a
tall guy.
6'6", 6'7". He's a
6'5".
yeah,
Don't
6'5".
you're adding too much height.
In
to
our
him.
minds, he's 6'7". He's probably 6'5".
You know, he's just
but-
sick. He's only 6'5". So.
You say only 6'5", like that's only.
But anyway, the good news is he's back
a
and
reasonable
alive,
height.
which is great.
Well, and that's important. So I'm glad that everybody cared to check on him.
Yep.
Check on him. He actually shot me a text, let me know things are going pretty
Good,
well, and
good.
so
Good.
so we're happy to hear that. So he says, "What is up, fam? I really appreciate all the kind words from last week from y'all in the community. Excited to catch today's live.
Joey, we're glad
Glad
you're
to have
back and
you
ready to
here.
rock and
We're
roll.
ready to rock. He's
We're ready
got
to see what the red line is
what's-
now on
what's
that new heart.
What's the Iron Man thing called? The core
Arc reactor?
The arc reactor.
Arc reactor,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what he's rocking now. First from Puerto Rico.
Hey.
Obviously, we have Humberto in the house saying hello,
Obviously.
TRC team.
Hello.
With Glenn Dennis saying afternoon, everyone. We got a lot of highs in here, Dane. So
Yeah, we got a lot of hellos. Kind of skipping over the
Alex
back and
Duar
forth.
saying happy Friday Eve, Bob. Happy to have you enjoy Hidden Springs this weekend.
All right.
Absolutely.
well, he's
Alex.
not enjoying all of the fruits of Hidden
Yeah.
Springs.
Oh,
Not the pineapple.
not the pineapple.
Not the pineapple.
Pineapple. He's just enjoying some of the fruits: watermelon, apples,
Yeah.
oranges, things
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
The one who shall remain nameless. Good afternoon, y'all, from the south coast of Massachusetts.
Nice. Down deep
What's up,
south.
T?
down
How are
there.
you, man?
Nice.
And then Craig Schwent. Hey, guys, always look forward to these podcasts. Would you ever use a rinseless wash on a semi and trailer? What would you use? I.e. wheel and body brush, UBS, Eagles? Yeah, you can, Craig. You totally can.
Yeah.
My dad uses rinseless to wash his 40-foot motorhome.
Yeah.
That definitely counts.
Ivan uses rinseless to wash his bus.
Yeah.
Like, you can do that, and you can do it however you want. You know, my dad will take a garden hose, and he will just spray the motorhome, and then he has a, like, stick with a brush on it, and he mixes up a bucket of rinseless, and he just
Yeah.
scrubs, replaces the soap with the rinseless, and then he just has another stick, and he has a towel on it, and he just dries it.
Soak it and then scrub it.
And he's done. So you can do that. You can use a wheel and body brush. You can use UBS. You can use Eagles. You can do mid on a stick. You can grab all kinds of different products to clean and scrub that stuff.
Yep.
A lot of ladders too.
Yeah.
Hans saying, yo, let's go.
What's
and
up, Hans?
then
Let's go.
we've got Super Duck saying, Levi and Anthony
Super
mixed ground beef with ground pork the other night along with a can of manwich. Had it over a plate of toast, slop toast, SOS, #SOS.
That's impressive.
That is,
Wow.
that
Sounds delicious.
That sounds pretty amazing, right? Ground beef, a little bit of pork in there.
Man.
Has you ever added bacon to a sloppy Joe mix?
I have not.
I'm curious, right? But I would like it to be crispy and well cooked. I don't want it to be too fatty, if that makes sense.
Well, you just cook the bacon yourself. You could
Yeah.
chop up bacon, cook it, and
But
then
I don't want
put it in
bacon
there.
bits because that's not real. You know what I mean?
Okay,
It doesn't
well, you
taste
still have
real.
to
to
chop,
None of that
but that's
bacon
you
over
cook
here.
the bacon. You have to cook
Gotcha.
it.
Yeah,
they're not
off-
bacos.
Off the side. So the one that shall not be named or shall be nameless says, I hope JB's recovering, and he says
Yep.
as well as he can be.
And
Let's
we've
see.
got
All right. Do we have a question yet? He says, that's all we can do. Get the rest, and eventually get back at it.
it's a lot of back and forth.
Yeah,
I'm
and
looking
then
for the
Super
comments.
Auto says, glad to see the new arc reactor from Stark Industries is all good.
Yeah.
And then Glenn, okay, you do
Yeah.
more of those. All recoveries, good job.
Yep.
Glenn, these peel and stickers for the spray bottles and buckets are a pain in the butt. First time using them. Which ones, Glenn?
Yeah.
Stick.
Which stickers are you talking about? And then Kevin D, hey guys, I'm in love with Dreammaker. But even with a second towel to buff off, I still get some kind of blurry shadow like when you have leftover polish on paint. 1 to 2 sprays per panel. Any idea?
Kevin,
Use less.
you may have too much something built up on the surface.
The other
right?
thing is switch to like the FTWs because they're more absorbent.
Yep. Use less. Spray some onto the towel first, dampen the towel, and then go after it. But at a certain point, right? Because Dreammaker does add a product to the surface, right? Hence why it's able to do what it does. If you've got coating with bead maker and more bead maker, and maybe you have a whatever the heck else on top with some defender, and then you hit it with dream maker, there is a point at which you maybe have added too much stuff, right? So if you're getting anything like that, it could be because you have too much product on the surface. That's okay, but again, try to spray some in the towel, spray a little bit on the paint, and then use an FTW, as I think it levels it the best in those first few passes.
Okay.
There you go.
And Anthony, I'm going to ask you to scoot a little further inward.
Oh,
Perhaps
you're
Bob
totally
comes
off
a
the
little bit
camera
over
there.
too.
Yeah.
I just don't want you falling off the screen there. That's all.
All right, Brett G, another fellow Gates resident of Boise. Hi, gents. I prefer to buy in bulk and wondered how long the chemicals stay stable in gallon bottles after being opened. Is there any performance decrease after a certain time?
Leave that to Bob.
Yeah.
Bob, what do you think?
Not necessarily. Yeah, no. If they're stored in a cool, dry place in your garage, they should be absolutely fine.
Okay.
I mean, what really beats up on chemicals is exposure.
Okay.
Temperature change,
Yeah.
getting hot, getting cold, out on the truck. So if they're in a stable environment, they should last, a long
Sitting
time
in
for
direct,
sure.
Sitting in
Yeah.
direct sunlight can pretty
Yeah.
much zap the color sometimes,
Yeah.
things like that.
But just because the color's gone doesn't mean the chemical doesn't work.
Yeah.
But-
So there's a lot of different things that can factor into that. But yeah, if it's stored in a temperature controlled dark area, I mean, I got chemicals sitting in a cabinet that still look brand new after years.
Yep.
Need to use them, but they're still there.
In
right?
my garage, I'm not exactly a high volume consumer of healing chemicals, so they're around for a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
They hung out.
David Cervantes saying, "What's up, guys?" And then
It just says, what's guys?
oh, what's guys?
What's
All
guys?
right.
We are what's guys.
we have
I
a lot
guess.
of back and forth here. Everybody's
Yeah,
saying
a lot
hi.
of
We're
that.
glad everybody's chiming in, giving
Everybody
all the
saying,
love.
Hey. Got Bill.
All right, Bill. Hi, lads. And Dave, wrong person.
Yeah.
From Dreary Drizzly SoCal. Welcome to the weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Bob.
Bob.
Yeah.
Bob.
Hey, it's all in the family.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all
Dave's
right.
been on. He's more of
He
a
has,
special
yeah.
guest. He's more of a regular than I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you
Nate
count too.
from formerly Gian saying Happy Friday Eve. What's up, Nate?
Hey,
How are you,
hey.
man?
Oop, I skipped one.
Demo saying big facial reconstruction surgery energy. There you go, Dane.
no.
And then,
We got all this.
Hans, there are 2 guys in the middle now. Things are looking up.
Yeah, a little
And
more
then,
balance.
Demo saying, good afternoon from the deep south. A nice, comfortable 94 degrees with a heat index of 108.
Oh, no thank you.
Sounds
Perfect for
refreshing.
flying coatings,
Relaxing.
right?
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Sounds relaxing. Bill
next to Rich's
saying,
question.
question about R2R. What's the stuff that congeals in the bottom of the container?
Oh man, where's Dave when you need
I know,
him?
right?
Jeez. Yeah, it's a little bit of a manufacturing defect, to be honest with you. We do use a thickening agent in there, and they blend it overnight. But sometimes, if the product isn't evenly dispersed, you will get some congealing in the bottom.
Okay.
But it's definitely a cosmetic thing. The chemical's still fine, but we've seen it from time to
Yeah,
time.
and what Dave has told me is he goes, if you just add a little more distilled water
Yep.
and just
Shake
shake
it
it,
up.
you can still use the product. That the gel is still a workable solution and can still be.
Well,
Yeah.
there's
used in the
there's
wash.
thickening agents in quite literally
Everything.
that you're putting in your washer. I mean, so if you're using normal Tide, right, or if you're using, an Arm & Hammer, whatever the heck. So
Well, the other thing is all the big companies, they
Yeah.
don't use see-through bottles.
they don't use see-through bottles, and
Yeah.
there's a reason why they don't use see-through bottles, right? Which is funny because you know what? They don't use see-through bottles, but they make the color blue, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
dye the actual liquid in a lot of cases, unless you're using an undyed version. But if it was a see-through bottle, I am sure that you'd probably see some type of congealing or a couple particles left behind in
Yep.
most of those bottles out there. So if that makes you feel any better, but
Yeah.
to Bob and Levi's point, shake it up a little bit more. Use it. It's not going to hurt anything. It's all going to go away in the wash.
Yep.
And Nathan says a shiny car is a visible car. Not all heroes wear capes.
There you go, Nate.
Yeah.
Good job. then Franco, aka Chonkers Squirrels here. Okay, cool, Franco. And then Joey says, I can't wait to be on only ibuprofen like Dan. Until then, I'm on the strong stuff.
Yeah, I ran out of the hydrocodone pretty quick, so we're done with that.
And then Demo
Usually
saying,
a good idea.
Yeah, don't hang out on there for
Good
too
idea.
long.
Demo saying, welcome back, Penguin. And then Superauto, need to see some pics of the new Flex stance, or is it not completed? No, he's got it.
They've
It's
seen
sitting
it.
there.
It's
Front end's a little high. Squat a little more in the
now.
back.
It's actually now
Need to
it's
bring
been
the
aligned.
front end
It's
down.
totally even.
Okay.
Well, Dane, I forgot to tell you, you went to go get an alignment. Sometimes springs take a little while to settle, up to a week to 2 weeks of daily driving. So
Yeah.
your alignment may
I
go
drove
out
it for
again.
a week before I did it, so
But that,
No, you just installed them this weekend.
yeah, you've only driven it like 2 days. You've been on hydrocodone for the last couple
Yes.
weeks, so
Yeah,
That
Dane,
threw me.
you pulled
Yeah.
the car out on Sunday.
Yeah.
Snorting it, I see.
It's only
Yeah.
Thursday.
yeah, it's only
It
been
hasn't even
like
been
3
7
days.
days.
no, they
You got it
installed
aligned
on
yesterday.
Friday,
It's
so
only
the
been
same
like
day
2
I did
days.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah. It's all good, Dane.
Oh
right.
man.
And then
What can
Alex
you do?
saying, Profin Gang. Damon saying, coming in hot on Highway 95 in sunny Idaho. Awesome, Damon.
Yeah.
Hope to see you soon. And then Frank L., can you use PNS headlight coating on any other surfaces? We have some left over, thanks. What do you think? Using Lucid on it.
Not ideal.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
Just do another set of headlights. Go over your neighbors.
I always hate
Yeah.
to be that guy that tells it that yes, you can, but I'd keep it on the headlights.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super Auto saying, Belinsky big swing a Tussin will take care of all the ails. Just ask Jamie.
I hate
cleaner
drinking my
Tussin.
medicine. Oh God, no.
Joey
No
says, I
Robitussin
got a
for this
shirt
guy.
in each color. I'm a dog dad, so that counts for something, right?
Hey,
that
that
does.
counts.
Then Brett Eakin saying, I am pausing the not so pearly gates to watch the rag company at Levi Overload. Thank you, Brett, for listening
Yeah.
to the podcast. Appreciate it.
That's awesome, man.
That's
Hope,
great.
people can't have too much of Levi, right? There's no
Hope
such
so.
thing.
Hope so.
They
Thank you for
determine
listening.
how
I
much
appreciate
and
it.
how
Hope you
little
enjoy
they
the new
have of their
episode.
Levi
How many
intake.
episodes are out now?
5.
Yeah, that's
Are
something.
you
The
guys
fifth
have you guys
episode.
how many you're doing this season?
No idea how many we're doing this season. We've had a break.
Okay.
We had to do a break from the East Coast Adventure to this, so
Yeah.
it's been a little while.
Let us know when the studio orders a new batch.
Yeah. Demo's or Franco saying hello to Demo. Lol had to buy some vowels, typing that name. And then Joey, I don't know why they didn't prescribe me any Tussin. Franco saying, yo,
Lot
homie.
of
Franco
hellos.
saying, Demo saying, hey, Franco, trying to survive the heat. Franco, you ain't kidding. West Texas here is stupid hot.
Heard a
Man,
lot
you
of
guys,
that.
it's hard.
Yeah,
it must be
everybody's
in the
roasting
South.
out there.
This
So
is
that's
great.
like 22 minutes ago. Whoop, there's a new one. Let's go.
Eddie saying,
that.
don't think I can come, bro. Had the wife hold off on chemo till yesterday and she's doing rough.
Oh, I'm sorry.
man.
Sorry to hear that. And then Josh saying, good afternoon, guys. I should have grabbed one of those extra large shirts.
Yeah, they went
went
quick,
fast.
Josh. They went quick.
We're
Actually, what was
very
funny,
quick.
I had a lot of spouses hitting me up on Instagram saying, "Hey, what do I got to do
To get that
to
shirt.
get one of these shirts?" Because in XL, I think, because I don't know how many XL we had, but apparently we sold
Yeah.
out of a lot. But there was several wives that were like, "Hey, are you going to have any more? What do I need to do?" And I'm like, "Gone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
So
All we
sorry about
can
that,
do
guys.
is tell people there's a sale happening, and then what happens after that is up to you
Yeah.
guys.
You could try shrinking a 2X, right? See what
Sure.
happens. We have Alex saying, be sure to support the Hidden Springs sponsors and appear like a wicked show. And appears like a wicked show. They have swag on the site also. They do.
Yeah,
Yes.
you can get
It
a
is
Cruisin' Hidden Spring shirt.
It is pretty cool to have the swag and the bags and all sorts of cool things.
Yeah. And then Alex saying, Bob's trophy category is most suave automobile.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex.
There
You
go.
know I'm usually
Yeah.
not up to speed on all that stuff. Right? Sorry.
Joey saying, smash that like button, y'all. The ration of viewers to likes is way too low. Yes, please, everybody,
Correct
please
that.
go do that.
Amend that immediately.
Brilliant saying, I was laughing so hard listening to the last podcast where you guys described Dane's smoldering new looks.
I
said
was
his
listening to it too, going, "Oh God, how do I live up to
Yeah,
that?"
I literally said his smolder is a little strange. It's a little quite different, but he really wants to improve it.
Well, you see, that's not smolder. That's just the burning.
Yeah.
I had several people tell me they were dying at the beginning of that show.
Shaded as smolder.
Which, I'm like, I didn't know we were that funny, but thank you very much.
Yeah, that was great.
Eddie's saying, I'm coming in with the Alfa Romeo, most holographic after I left Alex Dewar polish with a rotary.
Eddie, we hope to see you at the car show. It's be
Maple
great.
leaves all over my car.
My guy Kirby saying afternoon TRC crew and Bob Phillips too.
Yeah,
Kirby
yeah,
Thompson,
Kirby.
good to hear from you,
He
buddy.
knows who's here.
Yeah.
He's got Bob. So
And then Alex saying, as a Boise resident of 836 years, Gates' hands have been mingling under the Capitol soil and the concrete above.
wow.
Yeah, they have.
Thanks, Alex. Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie
Since the days
saying,
of buggies.
fellas, ask Bob, how does it feel to own a company and look sexy?
That's a
Oh, thank you, Eddie. I appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. It's spectacular.
That's
how
the
it feels,
question.
right?
More
Great.
commentary.
Can't get any better.
we haven't even gotten to one.
Really?
detail.
I know. We're just like waiting for a detailed question.
Come
Demo
on.
saying PNS products are the bomb. Been using undressed on a couple of cars lately, and it is just unreal. Natural finish and Inspiration Soul have been impressive lately too.
Glad you
Thanks,
like
Demo. And then Lakes Country Detailer saying, good afternoon from Minnesota. What's up, man?
Hey.
Franco laughing about absolute
Absolute
margaritas.
margaritas.
There you go.
Did you guys do a video on that?
We did, yeah. And then
maybe.
Hans, a good drying aid would be OptiSeal. There you go.
Yep.
That's one. And then Alex, as a Canadian citizen for my entire life, the syrup reserve is a sacred facility within the utmost security. Fire suppression sprinkler system 2.0 is where my tax dollars go to keep it safe.
Oh, nice.
Good to
very
know. Thank you, Alex.
You know your
As long
priorities.
as the syrup reserve remains calm and yeah, that's good. Oh, we got Rod in the house here
Hey.
Yeah.
saying. Before Beadmaker drying aids, there were the tears of detailers wishing they had. That is very true.
And Franco, best old school drying aid is getting the kiddo with an extra towel to help.
I mean, that-
sometimes that can be a great drying aid.
Unless they find a new way to damage your car in the process.
True. Bearded Hunter, what's going on, guys? Hope all is well. Now that Defender has been out for a little while, have you found any cool tips or tricks with it?
Off-label usage, maybe stuff like that.
I'm just still enjoying the ease of application of Defender because it can go on anything.
Yeah. Trim,
Paint, glass.
paint, glass, wheels.
I haven't thrown it on the countertop yet. I didn't do that like I did with Beadmaker almost immediately. So I wonder how that would work out. I'm sure it'd probably work out pretty well.
Yeah.
I haven't done too many off-label uses with it thus this far. I will say I did put up my chrome bumper on the Dodge Ram 1500 with a 5.2 318 Magnum,
Yeah.
and that thing looks incredible.
I
That
saw
front
it. I saw it today.
What
and I was
engine-
like,
what's in that? What engine's in that car?
It's a 5.2 318 Magnum. Yeah,
5.2
Make sure I got
liter.
that.
Yeah.
It's a big
Oh,
it's a
boy.
bigger
Is it a Magnum?
block. It's a bigger block.
it's actually still a
It's,
small block.
It's pretty big when
called
you
a
look
small
at
block.
it.
They've been
in
making that
the
engine since the 60s.
I will say there's quite a bit of room in that engine bay for more.
well,
right?
they put a V10 in those trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
this one, it's pretty close to the size of that V10.
It's about 3 liters less.
Yeah, it's who's
Than a
really.
V10.
I'm not really measuring. So
Okay.
what I'm trying to say is that front bumper has Defender on it, right? I mean, it is so shiny, guys. I mean, like it blinds birds. So I just see birds
Oh.
falling out of the sky as I'm driving this thing, which is just crazy.
Yeah.
I
Well, if
wish
they
it
can't
had-
see it, they can't crap on it. So
Yeah, that's true.
Cool.
No, what they do is they see it, they get scared, and then they go crap on my cars,
Defender,
miles away.
anti-crapper.
Yeah, there you go. What? Well,
Just
that
saying.
might be an issue. You haven't put Defender on the Hondas.
yeah,
I can't,
And that's why.
because I can't put anything on because the paint's got to off gas
still
some
pretty
more
fresh.
on the things that keep getting crapped on.
Well, the birds
The
didn't
one
get
just
the
got
memo.
painted
They
like a
put
month and a
something on it.
half ago, and it's still too soon. And anyway, I
He's been battling these
Sure.
birds who are pooping on only the
On,
new
like,
painted
all-
parts.
all
They're
of my
targeting
stuff.
his
They're
car
just-
specifically.
I'm just
You
getting
can smell it
crapped
off
on.
gas.
Yeah.
They're like Target.
Yeah,
Literally it.
I'm just being buried in it. I'm just getting sick of it. But anyway, we've got Ethan Bland 435 says every time I use natural finish on a customer's car, they love the smell. Can we get some leather essence soon?
That will be the next release.
Like spray, nice.
It will be the next. Are you?
No, I'm not
are you
joking.
Oh, you're not joking.
No, the label's done. Everything's ready to go.
Nice.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
what's it say? Natural essence?
No,
What's it?
no. I think it's leather essence new car or something like that.
Leather
Yeah,
essence
yeah.
new
Leather
car.
essence.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the same fragrance and leather treatment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Okay, that's a good scent. I like that one.
Okay, I like that. I'm thinking we might need to do some limited scents, right? Some limited essences, right? Like, maybe we do an essence of Levi, right?
Essence.
Which,
Sounds like, just smells like slop
Pineapple and peach.
no, it's pineapple, peach, but it's also earthy, right? And there is some hot dog fragrance,
Pine and hot
a little
dogs.
bit in the back, right?
But a little, maybe a little charcoal.
Yeah.
A little
Like
whiff of
fire.
Odin's Virtue mixed in.
Well,
And then some Odin's Virtue.
And then we have Dane's essence, right?
Yeah, which is Baconator.
Which is bacon, a little bit of Baconator, right?
Ranch.
Ranch? No, Dane's not a huge ranch
You're not
guy,
a ranch
right?
dipper? I thought you were.
I mean, I can be, but
you
I'm
love
not. That's
dipping.
not like a defining feature.
No,
Yeah.
he's more barbecue sauce, if anything.
Okay.
I'm a
Baconator.
honey mustard guy. Actually, Stone
I'm
ground
just waiting
mustard,
until you
honey
get to my
mustard.
fragrance.
Okay, well, we're going to
Yeah.
get there here in just a minute. Bob, but
It'll
I
be
mean,
nicer than ours.
Essence of
let's be
Dane is going to
honest.
contain a little bit of dog smell inside
yeah,
there.
a little bit of
dog,
wet
right?
dog, a little bit of sandalwood.
Nothing wrong with a wet dog.
A little bit of sandalwood, and yeah, I don't even know what else. But I think Bob's essence. I mean, I don't know. I'm thinking ocean. I'm thinking like the sand, salt water. I'm seeing maybe
Strawberry fields.
You know when you get a new pair of flip flops, those styrofoam flip flops, and they have that little smell of styrofoam to them.
Okay.
I'm talking about. You get a new pair of Flojos or something, and you smell them, and you go, that's like manufacturing foam or something.
Okay.
So you're saying that? I was thinking, what does a new pair of like rollerblades smell like at the wheels? That's just that kind of smell that they
get
give
a little
off at the
get a
wheels.
little bit of that. But
Something
we're
about the new construction.
really
Really
yeah.
smell a lot of weird things. I mean,
It's just
you
a
get your
very
rollerblades.
specific-
When was the last time you rode rollerblades?
I don't know. I picture a
Bob,
California
I'm
guy
sorry, we're
rollerblading,
painting you a
just kind of
surfer
vibes.
bro, kind of
Yeah,
like
okay.
a little bit of an island feel.
Yeah, like a little
that
fire
near the
mask.
beach,
that
I think, is
okay?
what we're pretty much
Is that
trying to
okay? Are we
say.
on the right track?
Yeah, but it sounds like it's kind of like a rubber island, right? You go-
There's a lot of manufactured foam and rollerblade wheels.
Manufacturing smells in
manufactured
there.
fake island.
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, we'll throw a coconut.
I was kind of like the ocean and the sand. And we
Yeah, it's
started,
like, all
but then
right,
we
that
really
sounds
went
good.
down to like me
Yeah.
rubber.
Sand or whatever.
You're
there.
one big fake guy, Bob. That's what I'm hearing. Keep going.
Oh my gosh, crisp plastic packaging. Right? Label adhesive, right?
Stand them up in the corner, right? It'll be fine.
Oh my god,
man.
it's killing me. All
Anthony,
right.
what would your scent be?
I don't even know, man. Probably like an 90s Honda like tinge, right? Where it's kind of like it smells like a lot of different scents.
90s
Well, there's a
Japanese
Honda
car
scent.
interior
There is an
smell.
actual like 90s Honda
Well, it's got a
scent.
stale foam odor.
Yeah, it's stale foam.
Stale foam, maybe like old
some
plastics,
adhesive
right?
from the carpet.
Light cigarette smell,
Yeah, just a
not
touch.
from me, but just from a previous,
previous
owner
owner.
or something like that.
Like 3 owners ago.
I'm gonna throw
And
in,
some Japanese melon.
No, so what I would like is,
Yeah.
I mean, preferably Dane chose sandalwood. I want to do a little bit of bergamot in there,
Okay.
right?
Bergamot,
Just to
yeah.
kind of bring up a little bit of that orange. And who knows what else, right?
I like that. That sounds like a good scent.
I would probably have a little bit of dog scent, right? Because of my 2 beautiful golden retrievers,
Sure.
right? But not
Show
wet
dogs.
dog because they don't smell.
Right,
My
your dogs don't ever get
they're
wet.
pure. I brush their teeth. So
Yeah.
I do it myself. So I know they're clean.
Didn't know you did that.
Yeah.
He fed
Hold
them
them
lobster
down.
and sushi.
He
once,
did.
so
No, he did. He made surf and turf for
surf
them.
and turf for them. That's
their
right.
birthday.
Speaking of
Lobster
which,
tails.
their birthday was actually last weekend, so me and Kate are trying to figure out a day to make it up for them. And I'm
Do
trying.
they know?
Are
Have they
they?
recovered
Are they?
yet that you didn't
Are they
celebrate?
rioting?
So they're okay for right now, but I can tell
I
they're
feel like
getting antsy.
they're gonna. They
So-
might attack you.
But my biggest problem is I don't know how I go
They are
above and
large
beyond.
dogs.
How do I do better than Wagyu beef and lobster tail?
You kind of outdid.
Take them to
yourself
Ruth's.
there.
Take them to maybe to Chandler's Steakhouse.
Yeah,
Maybe
walk them
tomahawks.
in.
Get some tomahawk steaks for them.
Ooh. Maybe
You know?
I could do a rack of ribs.
You could do maybe a whole like a
But
brontosaurus
I'll
rack.
pull the
Wow.
pull the
Well, no,
bone
they
out.
can handle the bones.
That's not safe.
Moving
Moving
dogs
on.
have big skulls.
Oh my!
Detail Morty says, Anthony, what about Wowo detail spray? Oh man, well, Wowos didn't actually come until after our relationship with PNS.
Yeah.
So that technically wouldn't. I mean, it could have existed on its own before then, but I don't believe it did exist before Beadmaker. No, I don't think it did.
No.
No.
It absolutely didn't because
Not in the
Beadmaker
iteration
existed
that you guys experienced.
for quite some time. But from here we have Gorilla Nismo.
Ooh.
Hey guys, is it
Yeah.
the truth that shaking Absolute in the bottle vigorously will damage the product?
Damage?
And will it stain wash media? No and no.
No.
I don't know where anybody would be.
Yeah, I
saying
don't know where
that,
you got
but
that.
that's
Well,
weird.
you know, Sydney and Jamie the cleaner have talked about not shaking it vigorously because then when you go to mix it in the water, it doesn't mix in as easily. That's what they're referring to. Will not damage the product.
For
Okay.
Anthony and I, we are the opposite. We shake the snot out of
Yeah.
it and then pour it in because it mixes so
I
much
literally I shake it like a salt shaker.
better. You
Oh,
do.
there you go.
You
Then
do.
Like a Polaroid
I'm
picture.
well,
We are
but I
the-
usually
we
do
are
the
the-
whole dance at it.
you
I'm
do,
flipping
yeah.
bottles. It's like the scene at a cocktail.
Yeah.
Right.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
shaking them up. Dane's spitting fire over there in
Yeah.
the corner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, we try to recreate that every
Well,
day when we
every
make
day
it.
when we use it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Joey Belinsky wants to remind you all that he is 6'7".
Seven.
Dang.
So he gained
I
2
was-
inches from this arc reactor.
Hey, don't question the
I
method.
told
thought
you
he
he's
was
6'7".
I thought
Disrespect
he
the
was
science.
6'5".
No,
only
Jack
6'5".
Reacher is 6'5". Joey Belinsky
Joey
is taller than
towers
Jack. He towers
over
over Jack Reacher.
Alan Richardson.
But now it's possibly too tall, right? To be a Jack
Do
Reacher
you
size
want to
guy.
say that to him? To
yeah,
his
you want to
face?
say that?
Noki's got
Well, he
heart
couldn't say
surgery.
it to his
I'm
face
not
because
gonna
he's
say
that much
that to him.
shorter than
Yeah,
him.
you are very
Moving
short.
on, Glenn Dennis
You'd
says,
say it to like his neck.
Joey Walensky, the new $100 million man, and then Franco has saying the bearded hunter, what's up, dude? I used both Defender and DIY ceramic gloss the last couple of days, and both are superb anti-static so far. It be dusty around here, and both are champs. That's great to know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Simon Birch in the house saying,
Hey.
"Yeehaw!"
What's up, Simon?
Welcome.
And then Alex saying Joey had the flat plane crank mod to really deepen that towering statue voice. So happy you're good, Joey. Everybody's
Stat
just
of
saying
warble.
again.
Yeah, everybody
Welcome back,
said,
JB. Hans says Joey Blins will be getting the RoboCop leg next month. I heard. And then
Ooh, a question
Andy's
for
Auto
Bob.
Care Plus saying, "Good to see you guys. Just for fun, what is Bob's favorite product to use?"
That's pretty easy.
Which one's that one?
Express Interior.
There you
Okay.
go.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's really easy. Yeah,
That's a good one.
Favorite.
Done,
yeah,
done.
easy.
all the time.
Do you use it straight or do you cut it
I
one
use
to
it
one?
straight.
Use it straight. All right.
Yeah, I like a little body in it.
Yeah, yeah. You like
you
to
go.
party, you like that froth. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Alex
Alex.
Orr says it springs pineapple.
If you know, you know.
Oh,
Quality
man.
Touch saying, I just got Polestar recently. Can that replace Express? Yeah, you can. Polestar is more for fabric. That's really what it's designed for.
Yeah, it was
Is
more
cleaning
it was
fabrics.
more
Alcantara.
designed for fabrics. I mean, in upholstery, it can be used on everything. But yeah, I would say you can mix and match there if you want. I mean, Express.
You can use Express on fabrics too.
You can use Express and fabrics too. So I mean,
It's
yeah,
versatile.
I mean, you use whatever you want to use.
I'm the
Yeah.
PNS guy. Why?
Yeah.
There you go.
Why replace Express?
Yeah, well, there. Okay, there's
Why?
another
There you
question.
go.
Asking you that. Gabriel says, "Greetings from across the pond."
Hello, Gabriel.
Gabriel,
Thanks,
good to see
Gabriel.
you, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. And then Shine Your Light saying hello, everybody.
Hello, and we go from page 5 to page 4, and it's more talking about pineapples. My goodness.
You're obsessed.
I got Eric here saying, hey, everyone.
Hey.
Whole
You
lot
can
of-
tell we built quite the community.
I know,
here,
right?
Bob.
Yeah,
Everybody
the
just
pie,
loves saying hi to everybody
Yeah.
else.
And then Grant saying, is that big bad Bob Phillips, Grant Hot
Hey,
Tree,
Grant, how are
you
you?
down south there? And then Peter Judge, where on the south coast of Massachusetts are you? I'm in Acushnet. So the one who
man.
shall remain nameless is the Tyler Cucci.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now you know.
Yep. Kevin D saying, thanks a lot. Have a good weekend to
Can I
all of you.
just say,
Thanks,
hey,
man.
Tyler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glenn saying, similar to the ones in your IK sprayers. On the initial peel, okay, so he's putting those stickers on. So the detail supply stickers,
Oh,
right?
right.
Detailer
okay.
supply.
Yeah, the black letters.
So
that
the
go
black
on the
letters,
IK
similar to the
spray.
ones you have on your IK sprayers. On the initial peel, the letters weren't peeling correctly. I figured it out through trial and error. Yeah, it's a very sheer peel
Okay.
to make sure that you pull the contact paper off but keep the stickers on. The other thing is if you can wipe that spot with alcohol, that helps kind of lightly tack it up just a little bit. But you were right, Glenn. It's hard to get that initial peel off, but once you have them on, they stay on for a long time.
Compared to a regular cigarette, anytime you're doing letters, it can be a real pain with that stuff. Just because they like to kind of dance slightly out of alignment and all that stuff, it can be really.
So the other thing, too, is just give it time.
Yeah.
Don't rush it. Put it
Yeah.
on, wait for a couple days,
Yeah.
then peel the...
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Don't
can do that
hurry.
as well.
or the
Jimmy Moto, since PNS is in the house, can I learn some more about crystal wash?
Ah.
It sounds like a great way to save time when working on rough cars. Perfect question. Thank you, Jimmy.
Absolutely. Yeah. Are you guys familiar with Crystal Wash?
So we don't use it, but
I'm familiar
we
with
are
Robin's
familiar with
I was
it.
going to say Robin's version is it
You seen
stands
Robin's
out in her
version?
tour.
No.
Oh,
She's got it on her
label.
She had a label put on her bottle that says Crystal Meth Wash.
Ah,
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. That probably increased sales, actually.
it's a very Robin thing to do. So
Crystal
it's-
Meth Wash. I like it.
it's
Yeah. Maybe
hilarious.
we should, let's change it. Yeah. Yeah.
Bold streak. Amazon would reject that immediately.
Why can't we list this product?
They would,
right?
they would let us know that we're selling out at a crazy rate, right?
Yeah.
But then they would say, "Hey, you were wrongly advertised.
Yeah,
People are getting really sick."
God. Crystal Wash, old school product, right?
Okay.
Way back in the day, that's what you used to remove fallout. Prior to the iron removers, prior to clay, prior to all that.
Yeah.
That's what you use Crystal Wash for. And the great thing about it is, on a rough car, it's absolutely a great way to save time because it's a broad stroke of the brush, right?
Yeah.
You apply it to the whole car, let it set up, wash the car. You take off about 70%, 75% of the fallout and contaminants. So it's not 100% effective, but as a prep wash, it's fantastic to do that. Yeah.
Do you know whereabouts it falls in like pH?
Oh, God, you're going to ask me that.
Well, I mean, I'm just one of those. These guys
don't
have
ask
some kind of-
that.
I'm
You're going to
curious.
hear something you don't want to
A
hear.
sales guy, right? Come on.
Are we talking
you know,
more alkaline,
the thing is
or are
why
we
I'm not
talking
going to give you an
more-
answer. I
yeah.
could probably get in the ballpark, but the odds are I'm probably going to be wrong.
Okay, well, just what
So-
direction on the scale does it?
Oh, it's an acid.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah,
it's
for
more towards
sure.
the acid side.
Probably, I'm going to say
So lower on the pH.
4, 3.
Okay.
Okay.
Dave, chime in. Let us
Yeah,
know.
we're not
it's
gonna hold you to a number. It's mostly just about understanding where.
yeah. So it's a mild acid. It's not a
Okay,
strong
yeah.
acid. Yeah, you can feel comfortable using
Okay.
it. But I mean, if the trim is old and faded, it could still potentially
Yeah.
etch it and things like that. So you still got
Gotcha.
to use it with care. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Been-
that's exactly what I wanted to ask, just in case somebody goes and
been
uses it and
around
has no idea what
since
they're doing.
1985, 84.
Okay.
A long time.
Nice.
Yeah.
Been around.
There you go.
Oh, look at this.
Grand Hotry. Phillips was a movie. He'd be Bloodsport.
Bloodsport.
JCVD.
There you go.
All right.
And then one who shall remain nameless. What is the difference between PNS Iron Buster and KCX Reactive Rust Remover, and the different uses for each? So Iron Buster is a wheel is an iron remover for wheels and paint.
Correct.
KCX Reactive Rust Remover, Anthony, is a
Iron remover for wheels, paint, and everything in between. So they're both going to have.
They're both iron
they're
removers.
both iron removers, is what they are, right? KCX didn't have a designated iron remover.
yeah.
Well, they did, but wasn't available here in the U.S., right? So
Correct.
people are using
Right.
Magic Wheel Cleaners, their decon,
Right.
right? Which is awesome because it has its own unique cleaners and things like that also
Right.
help clean
Yeah, that
as
one's a
well.
little different.
But it really was designed for cleaning wheels. So Reactive Rust Remover was their answer to essentially a fallout remover for everything, right?
Yep.
So both are actually pretty similar in concentration. Both are going to have a very similar effect. I think that. Yeah, I've used them both in a foamer. I've used them both as a standalone. They both have really good cling to them. They both will have a lot of dwell time. I would say they're pretty comparable, so it's really a matter of which brand, which price, and which smell you like more.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's the best way to say
we
it,
go.
right? I mean, but that's if you were to ask me the same thing about W6, right? From G-Technic, their fallout remover, it's kind of the same thing, right? I mean, every brand needs a good fallout remover. Some will react differently. Some are more potent than others. Some smell better than others. Some have better clean.
Biggest
some
thing is the
foam.
smell, and I
some
think
don't.
Iron Buster's right up there with probably the best smelling.
Well, because
Like,
it's it's
nicest.
Least
it's
offensive.
It's
Least
a,
offensive.
I was gonna say,
Least
in that
None of them
particular
smell
category,
great, but
it's
that is the
offensive.
least offensive.
it's a cherry scent, in Iron Buster, and I would say that if you felt the need to want to dilute it, you can dilute it. You can also do the Clean Buster mix if you want to, and I do feel that when you mix the Iron Buster with the Brake Buster, there's the smell of Brake Buster that kind of offsets a little bit of that fallout smell, especially if you're using it at that right dilution that Jamie kind of concoct, and it makes it more tolerable for weekly cleaning, monthly cleaning,
Sure.
things like that.
yeah.
or even
There you
keel.
go.
Yeah.
Detailing Vibe says currently in the Bahamas right now. Nice,
Good
man.
for you.
Enjoy it.
Lucky.
Hans says, will PNS be at Waxstock this year?
There will be some PNS people
There you
at
go.
Waxstock. Yeah.
Hans, we have a surprise for you.
Yeah, we can't tell
We
you.
can't
yet.
tell
no,
you.
we can't say.
Until you're
Yeah.
there at Waxstock.
We
he may never recover.
Yeah.
You'll be excited, though. Yeah.
Yeah, Hans will be a happy guy. David says, so are the Smittens making a comeback? I remember on a previous podcast you said they were going for redesign.
They're still in that.
I believe they're still in that
They're still
stage of redesign right now.
Currently
Yep.
in progress.
Franco saying, is it just me? Or does Bob look like Sting, the singer, with a hint of Clint Eastwood?
I don't know. I think that's a pretty fair comparison. You got the two, little
go.
hybrid. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
Rubber Island Sting and
Yeah, a
Clint
little
Eastwood.
bit. Yeah, Rubber Island. Rubber Island Sting.
Manufacturing sense and Sting. And, yeah.
Car Suds Detailing and
Busy guy.
Supplies. Hey, what's up, TRC fam? Did a couple of rinseless washes this weekend. Definitely should have taken the IK tint sprayer with me. What is your mixture solution that you put in there? 256 to 1.
Yeah. Same as it always is.
Yep.
Yeah. And if you have the tint sprayer, you should be a happy person, man. Those things are
man.
an absolute beast
Yeah.
when it comes to rinseless washes.
It'll pay for itself fairly quickly
Yep.
if you use it well.
Joey Blinsky says, I've been spraying essence of Absolute all over the house and can't get enough of it. Bob, any more hints about the next batch of flavors? I mean, scents. Well, we were just discussing essence
Joey,
of Levi,
don't eat the
Dane,
product.
Anthony, and manufacturing. Bob,
And
do you have any? So we talked about the leather. Is there
Leather.
anything else that you're thinking of working on?
There's kind of a unique strawberry fragrance coming down the line.
unique strawberry?
Unique. Is that what you're
what
gonna
makes
call
it?
Well, no, it's not called unique strawberry, but it is unique. It's kind of a strawberry,
Where does it skew?
kind of strawberry lemonade.
Oh, okay.
Nice,
Like
nice.
that.
Okay.
That sounds.
Detail
Very
Works
appealing.
saying,
Maybe
shout
the
out,
fragrance in a product called.
Oh.
Shout out from the Pacific Northwest.
Wow.
Superauto saying, and maybe a dash of Kevin Bacon thrown in. And then, and then Franco saying, Joey, the essence of Iron Buster, maybe? I don't know if that's. I think anybody wants that.
Exactly.
Then Glenn says, just picked up the PNS Carpet Trio Terminator Bomber Finisher. Looking forward to putting it in action, as well as a new bottle of Swift. Nice, Glenn. Good job. And then
That's page 5. We go back to page 4. Here we go.
hand troll. Hand control.
Yeah.
That's what we'll call you. Does Crystal Wash get as much iron off as Iron Buster, or would you use them both for a decon wash on a coated car?
Yeah, I would say Iron Buster definitely gets off more.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely,
It's newer
But,
tech.
you know, there's two things. Iron Buster is what? 4 times the cost of Crystal Wash, right? Yeah. Then you've got the offensive odor.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a choice of the customer. Yeah.
Yeah. And whether they're standing with you when you're doing it.
Yeah.
And then Ron saying, hello.
Hey,
Ron, how are
Ron.
you, man? And then
I'm going to double check, make sure we didn't miss one. There we go. Back here. And
Jamie the
There we are.
cleaner saying, somebody say Tussin.
hey.
Everybody saying hello to Jamie.
Yeah.
And then Grant saying, Dane, living the life of the Wolf of Wall Street, coming out of a wrecked Lamborghini, a.k.a. the Flex.
Yeah, the doors don't go up, but close enough. I'm just sitting there on the ground, just pushing it with my leg, trying to push the
I
doors.
just didn't realize that those hydros have a delay to them,
They
right?
have a delay.
This first one's not
They what?
working, right? Maybe I should take another one. Dane, don't take another one. Just wait for it. You have a full stomach right now.
Falls off his deck.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
And then Eric Beasley, all the big boys out here buying all the T-shirts up, lol.
Hey, there's still 2X and 3X, so
There are.
it's all
You guys
the-
were complaining that we didn't have enough 2X, 3Xs,
Yeah,
and now
so
all
now
the
we
XLs are
provide it.
gone. So
I did have some people messaging me today asking what the biggest sizes were still available. I said we had 2 and 3. So
Yep.
there's options.
Sheldon saying, what's up, my people? Love PNS, and thanks for the triggers. Awesome.
Nice.
Thank you, Sheldon.
We're
People
happy
are
about
liking those.
Yeah. That was a good move.
Yeah.
Oh, it very
Long
much
overdue.
was. Yeah.
And then
Everybody's
Glenn
happy.
saying was able to grab an ivory large shirt. Excellent,
Yeah.
Glenn.
Nice.
Thank you for buying one. Then Joey, I find it hard to believe that walking in on Dane with a banana in his mouth last week wasn't a scripted moment.
That
That was on Monday. Joey, that was on Monday. It wasn't
I-
last week. It was Monday. Both of you.
It's been a long
Are
week.
too messed
okay?
up.
It's been a long week.
We're on the
How
fourth
many
day of
times
that
have you driven
week.
that car?
Wait a minute.
The G. Davis saying, Dane, kudos to your plastic surgeon. I concur with your prediction. Now you definitely remind me of a Noah Wiley,
Noah
star of
Wiley.
TNT action show, The Librarian.
Wasn't he in like Road Trip or something?
I don't remember, but yeah, that's a great pull,
man.
G.
Nice.
Rocky Iverson saying, let's talk Defender.
Ooh.
All right, Rocky,
Well,
what do you
what
want
do
to
you
know?
want us
Let
to
us,
say?
let us talk.
What's the
Rocky,
question?
We'll wait for your question.
Feel free to
Yeah.
elaborate.
And then Craig Schwent, Bob, I have TrueView dynamic dressing, Beadmaker, and Express. Can you dilute dynamic and Express in the Chemtrol, which I have one on order? And what would you recommend the Express dilution used for?
Well, you can definitely dilute Express.
Yep.
And I would use no tip
Okay.
because then you
1-to-1.
You want it to be as rich as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you really never get 1-to-1.
Yeah.
You get about 2-to-1. If you want to make it leaner than that, you could put a tip in there. But I think that's pretty much the max at
Yeah, 2-to-1 is plenty good.
yeah, for Express. Dynamic will not pull through the Chemtrol system.
Okay.
Yeah, the viscosity of Dynamic, you'll be able to pull it through, but the problem is the end dilution ratio, even without a tip, is probably going to be
More water.
10 to 15 to 1, and the product's just not going to work.
It's just
like
not
that.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Good to
That's
know.
good to know.
Yeah.
And then Eddie, what's new for PNS? Anything being modified, changed, or released? Well, we just got
We
Swift.
teased
We
a
got
few.
Inspiration Defender. We
Yeah.
got
Anything else to
all
wet
the
their
new
beaks?
scents.
Yeah, we're going to add a few
We
more
got Triple
fragrances.
S.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say, we look for stuff in August.
There you go.
Okay.
That's
All right,
kind of
Eddie.
our release date of new products, yeah.
Good window.
Okay.
There you
All
go.
right.
And then Kirby saying, Bob, first time to try Defender on a warm hood over sole. It was not a streak-free experience, sadly, not in direct sunlight, but a very warm 88 degrees and high humidity.
So the panel was pretty. You say warm.
And Kirby's
was
in
it
Houston.
Bordering on
Oh, yeah,
hot?
yeah,
Any
yeah.
any
So-
tips there, Bob?
I'll be honest with you. I have had nothing but success with Defender. So I have had a very strange experience with Defender and Legend, but I was breaking all the rules.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was in a demo environment. I threw Legend on the hood, and I said, well, this is not what you're supposed to do, but I'm going to spray Defender on it 5 minutes after I applied it.
Sure.
It did not work well.
Okay.
It streaked. So perhaps Soul needed a longer setup time. That's the
Yeah.
only thing that comes
Okay.
to my brain. Yeah.
Makes
Fair.
sense.
Or maybe try a little less product,
Yep.
Kirby,
That's
especially in the
also-
high humidity.
Yep.
And then Ryan saying Defender is fantastic for the counters.
There you
Nice.
go.
Right.
Kitchen.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
no.
Joey Belinsky saying you can do a lot with 10 inches from Anthony Fisher in 2023.
Did I say that?
And then you did say that.
Oh
Those
yeah,
words
because you're
came out
talking
of
about the
your
depth of the grates at Robin's facility.
mouth. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
He said it in a
Of
video.
course. Man, people just are like hawks. They watch.
Yeah.
Well viewed video, by
Yeah.
the way. Ron Ayotte saying any engine block is big compared to Anthony's 4-pot.
What? Are you kidding me? It's
You're
a
like-
Got a lot of
5.2.
Talking about all your little 4-cylinders that you
Yeah.
have. Because you
Oh,
have
yeah.
3 4
Well,
cylinders.
yeah. Well, those are like 1.6 and 2
Yeah.
2 liters, right? This
You
is,
add
that's
them
why
all
he's-
up, and you
that's what
almost
he's
get a
saying,
real
is that
This is
engine.
3.2 more liters
Yeah,
than the
that's
2 liters.
what he's saying is that your Honda engines are very small, and that's what
Yeah.
you're used to. So yes,
This is
5.2 is a big engine.
Meanwhile, Mr. 8.1
It's a
over
V- it's
here.
a
Yeah,
V- it's a
I've
V-
got an 8.1.
Yeah,
because I like to get it done.
Yeah, well, 5.2. It's it's a V8 still. You know what a V8 is?
Yeah, I have one. I literally have one of the largest production engines ever built.
It's crazy that me and
And
you
one
have,
of the
me and-
largest cars have
So
these
me and
cars
you
have
both
V8
have
too,
V8s
so
in our
yeah.
cars.
We
and
are.
Nobody else.
Nobody
Just
else has
performs
V8s.
inside the
That's the nice
engine
thing.
compartment.
Well,
That's
Nick
it.
does, and
Yeah.
Anthony Blaine has a V8, but
Yeah,
nobody else.
But just me and you at this table have V8s.
yeah, only you and I have actual
I'm getting
V8s.
iced out here. I
Yeah.
see how it
Yeah.
is.
Mhm.
Yeah, moving on.
Never mind. I'm twice the power yours, but
And then Carson Black saying, "Hey guys, 2 quick questions. What pre-wash spot stain product do you recommend for pre-wash spot stain?
Cloth,
Yeah, interior or
interior, exterior,
outside?
and then we got
Any tips to get more product life out of Bead Maker
brake
Brake
buster.
buster.
or Brake Buster? I mean, sorry,
Yeah.
when I said that.
Dilute it. You can dilute
Yeah.
brake buster. I mean,
You could
especially-
dilute it 10 to 1 in a
Carson,
You guys,
foamer.
you
With your
guys showed me
stuff?
that 10-to-1 dilution ratio on the IK foamer. That thing is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
right?
amazing.
That's what I use. Yeah.
So I mean, Carson, if you want to dilute it 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1, I mean, you can get more bang for your buck there. And I mean, especially if you're just using it for maintenance washes. But 2 quick questions: what pre-wash spot stain product do you recommend? I mean, yeah, I don't know what spot stain is. Is it interior or exterior?
Let's just assume interior, right? That would make sense. right?
Interior Terminator.
Terminator.
Even on its own.
yeah.
Dry brush first,
Mm-hmm.
vacuum,
Yep.
then get after it, right? But I got to say, there's something about Breakbuster 10-to-1 through the IK foamer.
Mm-hmm.
If you take Breakbuster 10-to-1 and just spray it through a traditional sprayer,
it's
not so much.
Yeah.
I think it's because the foam allows it to cling better to the surface, and it gives it more dwell time.
Yep.
So you
And
get
it
better
also,
action. That's just
as each bubble bursts, it's
Yeah.
actually cleaning and scrubbing.
and this is I learned from Anthony
Yeah.
on the IK foamer, because I remember the first time you went out and just pumped that thing up like 127 times, and then it just went just like shaving cream.
Yeah. It was great.
Because I had tried to dilute Breakbuster 10-to-1 and spray it out of a regular sprayer.
Yeah.
Not the same. Got to go through IK foamer. Just my opinion.
David Cervantes says, summer drink essence, question mark. Do you know what summer drink is?
I don't.
Blue Bead Maker.
It's Blue Bead Maker.
Oh, they call it summer
They
drink.
call it
That
summery
was-
drink.
that
That's what
was-
Anthony called it.
That's what we call it when people
What
ask.
is that fragrance?
It's a rocket pop.
It wasn't a rocket
It's,
pop.
the red,
It
white, and blue
was,
rocket pops.
Gosh, it
God, that goes to show you. I think I know what that fragrance is, but I'm not going to expose it here. But just to show you how color can change your perspective. It's a rocket pop, right?
Yeah.
Because it is that rocket pop blue,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
But
that
it-
red, white, and blue rocket popsicle.
But it was a combination of a
Scent.
couple. It was actually three
Yeah.
different scents put together that we couldn't because when Dave was like, "All right, so what do you want? Like, what's the ratios?" And I said, "Here's the ratios of this." All right, let's see what happens. And
Okay.
he goes, that's what we'll do. And then we got it back, and it was kind of a risk, but it's just funny how many people actually.
I think the fragrance has affected the color of the Blue Bead
Maybe
Maker
a
over
little
time.
bit,
I think that's
yeah.
Well, the best was Anthony was spraying it, and he was asking his wife, "What do you think? What do you think this smells like?" And she goes, "It smells like a rocket pop." And she
Yeah,
was the one that
And
came
I
up
go,
with it.
that's not really what I was going for, but okay, I'll take what I can get.
So,
Summery
on
drink.
that note, we have reached the halfway point. And what that means for you, what that means for us is we're going to take a little break. We're not going too far, but go ahead,
Be right back.
adjust your seat, get a snack, whatever you got to do, and we'll see you right after these messages. Hold on.
All right, guys, we need to come up with the best commercial for our friends at Home to Sweets. So, what ideas do you got?
Ooh, I have one. Okay, picture this. Drone shot. 3/4 angle,
Yeah.
Home to Sweets sign,
Yes.
and the large parking garage that puts you out right next to your room.
We cannot do that. For the last time, Glenn, you're an unlicensed operator, and we can't fly in Class C airspace.
Skill.
Yeah, that is a problem. Okay, pivot.
The general store.
Yeah.
Right, that's something. They have chips, ice cream, Souvenirs? Oh. Whatever you need.
Excuse me, sir. You still have to pay for those. Sir, hey, get back here.
How would you say the breakfast is there?
Delicious. Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah.
I like it, but I also want to highlight the rooms.
Oh, of course.
One of the most important parts. The beds are huge. You have an area for your laptop so you can type some things up. But also, one of my favorite parts are hands down the bathrooms.
Gum, sir.
Don't mind if I do.
Cologne.
Yes, please.
So, Anthony, I don't know how to tell you this, but there are no bathroom attendants at the Home to Suites.
Oh, thank God.
Okay, all right. I can agree on that, right? But the cologne can stay.
Maybe if you packed it in your bag.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But that's besides the point, right? The Home to Suites is right next to a Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's offers a wide variety of fine meats, cheeses, and wine for a romantic night out.
I like that.
Right?
Yeah.
Make use of that kitchenette.
Of course, that's genius.
Ooh, what about the pool?
Yeah, the pool.
And of course, after a long, hard day, it's always nice to be able to relax in the pool. I don't really know how to swim, but this is just as relaxing.
Sir, the pool is only 4 feet deep.
Yeah, me and bodies of water don't really get along too well. Also, they have a gym. You know, we all know how hard it is to stay in shape, and you know, when you're on the road, you're eating those dinners.
But look, I think that we can all agree the Home to Suites is a very nice place.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yeah, it's also very welcoming. It's got a great staff. They're always available to help you.
Good vibes, good
And
vibes.
it's right in the heart of downtown.
It's also good vibes.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if you guys knew this, they were rated #1 hotel in Boise by TripAdvisor.
Oh, that's very
That's
prestigious.
pretty amazing, right?
That's great. Yeah.
Go ahead, get dirty. P&S Off-Road.
Hello, and welcome back to the second half of Q&A Thursday right here at the Reg Company, where we've got special guest Bob Phillips from P&S Products. Once again, welcome, Bob.
Thank you.
And
Awesome being here.
we're having fun, right? We're answering some questions. Occasionally,
Good laugh.
there are detailing questions.
It's been a pretty goofy one.
There's a lot of
So far.
other commentary going on, but you know, if you have detailing questions, this is the place for them. So please don't hold back. Feel free, throw them at us.
Bob, you've done quite a few different interviews. You've done
Yeah.
some podcasts with people. You've done some like what's it called? You've done quite a few different things in the detailing realm, but you have to admit that our community here at the Rag Company, we're a little goofy. We're a little silly.
Definitely unique.
Yeah.
Good
way to do it.
Yeah.
I would say someone should probably watch like 5 episodes prior to coming, so they can keep track of all the
prime you.
Well,
there's a lot of lore.
There's a lot of lore.
stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I was going to say, but we'll stick with stuff. Right.
What we need to do,
Extraneous.
what we need to do
noise.
is we need to do an ultimate reference guide.
We need to
ultimate,
create a dictionary.
like main show and Q&A reference guide.
Like
dictionary,
a legend for a map, except it's
where
for
people say, if you hear this line, this is referred to this mentioned in episode
Dane's
this.
massage chair, a reacher-sized gentleman.
Yeah.
the Deep South.
The Deep South.
Yeah.
Mostly
You get a little
San
manual, and then you can make the
Diego,
guests
LA.
really look bad. So trying to
Yeah.
push up the whole time, right?
Portuguese bean man,
right?
Yeah. There's a lot of,
Trish,
Abend.
Dodge
Just say
Ram
Trish,
Trisha, just Trish in general, right? Like, there's so many different things in here.
Does not mean afternoon or evening.
There's so much. It just goes deep and deep and deep. But anyways, so jumping back into this, we got Joey Belinsky chiming in and says, "I don't think I've ever used any peach scented detailing products."
Oh,
I
Joey.
love the peach smell.
Interesting.
So
Interesting.
that is something to think
Joey, there
about.
was a peach scent that we did have at one time on a product.
Yeah.
Rest
That
in
is
peace.
true. Rest in
Hans
peach.
Closen says, creme de la Dane is back.
Oh, no.
Question mark. Potentially.
You never know.
Actually, Rest in Peach sounds like a water flavor.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that sounds like a liquid death
Liquid
flavor.
death flavor.
like that.
Rest in peach.
Rest in Peach. Yeah.
You should email them.
Liquid Death, we are saying it here first. Super Auto from Monday's podcast, or Tuesday's podcast, saying, the thought of Dane gorging on slop dogs and then paragliding behind Levi and Anthony in an airboat.
Don't make me get the
We need to
green
make that
screen.
graphic.
So we will make
I
that.
just make an
we will
animated
make
GIF of
that
that
skit happen.
Yep.
It's got to happen.
We'll make it.
And it will be detailing related in some way,
right.
shape, or form.
Yeah.
You
here we-
paraglide?
I've only been up parasailing once, but that's paragliding.
We just think it'd be good
yeah.
to do it in a fan boat, like we're out in the swamps.
They created a scenario.
The Everglades.
The Everglades.
in the deep south of California.
Yeah, the San Diego
San
Everglades.
Diego.
You'll have to ask
Fan
Dave
boats.
one time when I towed him behind our
no.
Mastercraft with a parachute.
Yeah.
How'd
There's
that
not
go?
a parachute designed to be.
Oh no! It was just a regular
slowed the boat
parachute.
It was a regular
Oh
parachute.
no!
And yeah, he crashed and burned.
Detail already says Diet Pepsi fragrance.
That's a good one.
And then Joey Belinsky
Might be
says
copywritten.
Essence of Santa Cruz,
Very
right?
good.
So I guess that's maybe the
That's
vibe that
that's
we're
the
going
Bob's
for.
essence.
Hey, at least it's better than Essence of Venice Beach, right? I don't think anybody would want to wear that scent.
It depends on what era of Venice
Never know.
Beach we're talking about.
Yeah,
I
maybe,
guess.
right?
Gabriel saying limited editions only if they also are shipped to Europe.
The most limited.
Go. Joey Belinsky saying bummed that I'm not going to get the chance to hang out with Rennie next week at my local detail shop.
Oh, I guess
Well,
Randy's
sorry to hear
coming
that,
out,
Joey.
man. Dang,
Where's his
Joey.
local detail shop?
I don't know. Joey's out of
What
San Diego?
city is he? San Diego?
no, he's northern than that. He's north
He's further
California.
north. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
near Vallejo, I thought.
Yeah, because Rennie's coming to Northern California next week.
Yeah. Joey, where again are you at?
Yeah,
Whereabouts?
remind us.
We might be able to make something.
Because he said when you were in San Diego, you were way too far south for him. He doesn't
Okay.
go that far south.
Well, I was in. What's
Oh,
it
he's
called?
in Sacramento.
I was in
So he's in
Sacramento.
Sacramento. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in
Yeah.
Oceanside.
You should show up, Joey.
Yeah.
Joey, either
Joey, you need to just walk into Hayward and
Yeah.
say hello.
You could walk in if you wanted to walk in,
Sacktown.
or tell
They'll
them-
know. But Dave, Bob will know exactly who you are based on your height.
or
He
old
won't forget you.
or meet up at Old Town Sac, right?
Yeah.
near the train tracks
There
there,
you go.
right? Sacramento is a super safe town. You can walk around just about anywhere and not have to worry about anything.
Well, when you're 6'7",
yeah,
it makes
Yeah,
it a
it
lot
helps.
easier.
with an arc
With the
reactor.
arc-
With an arc reactor in
Yeah,
your
nobody's
chest.
messing with that
Yeah.
guy.
And possibly some form of RoboCop leg.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. There's a
Franco.
lot.
Not a lot of people are going to mess with Joey Belinsky.
Franco says, "What about an acorn and cheesecake scent?" I don't even know.
Jamie the Cleaner, essence of basement. You can't see down there, but it does smell like a hint of blue bean maker and solvents. It's nice, trust me. That's a good one, one, dude.
That's a good one.
Oh,
For
you could be
novelty
talking about
sake.
the fragrance underneath the tanks at P&S.
Yeah.
Got some stuff under there.
Oh boy.
Jeff C. saying, I'm watching from my garage while washing my car with Absolute. Trying Dream Maker as a drying aid for the first time. Great combo, clean, slick, and shiny. Watermelon, coconut, and lime is sublime. There you go, Jeff. Enjoy that.
Yes.
And then Super Auto Next Scent, Essence of Hot Dog Water. No, that's the worst one, man. It's the only thing I don't like about hot dogs, even though I love hot dogs. Franco saying Anthony's scent is every scent of little trees in a blender.
He just does the graveyard. He pushes all the buttons at once.
Yeah. It'll make something good.
Darren saying, evening, my guys. I'm out on the weekly food shop, so I'll be catching up later. Much love, guys. We'll drop you a message later, Dane, for some high-res logos. Love you all. Darren, thank you for tuning in, brother.
Thank you.
That's late to be out getting your grocery food shop
He's
done,
always
man.
running
It's
odd
almost
hours,
midnight.
yeah.
What grocery store are you at? Tesco, probably. Super Auto, heard that black ice and vanilla trees together, the bomb diggity. Never tried that. I'm a peach and coconut tree guy. I take both of those, crack them open, throw them in the car together.
Cocoa Peach.
There we go. Alex saying TRCMA Arts and Crafts. Tilt that Absolute.
Let's see.
Okay.
Where are we? Oop, might have gone too far. Are we?
No, that's an old one.
That's an old one. Okay, we'll go to page 4. And we're in the
You there?
ballpark. So
Okay.
page 3 is where we're at.
There we are. All right. Gorillanissimo saying, yep, I was referring to the YouTube shorts from Jamie stating to don't do it because it might affect the polymers. Thanks, guys.
Gotcha.
I don't think it affects them. But that's my 2 cents.
Yeah.
Joey saying, Alex, my Absolute lives in an old rags to riches bottle because of you.
Yeah, that's the trick.
Joey, you got a hiccup. In Focus Photography, I really like PNS Paint Gloss as a drying aid when not using anything with long-term protection.
Agreed.
Yeah,
That's the best use for that.
And then we got Kirby here. The question for Bob.
Question, preference for California wines or Italian?
Oh, man. Well, I know more about California wine, so I'll stick with that. There you go, yeah.
And then Russ saying, is there a good coating for interior piano black? That's actually a really great question. The hard part, and I will just tell you this from experience.
High traffic.
No.
Oh.
Dane. Piano black plastics do not actually have a real clear coat on them.
Oh, right.
They don't actually spray those with the same automotive grade clear coat that you're going to get on the outside of the vehicle. It is could be a urethane, could be a polyurethane, could be something else that they spray, but it's very light and it is very soft. So the hard part is until you know exactly what that surface is, most coatings are either going to have a hard time either adhering to that or really realistically bonding properly without dissolving, the solvents in the coating that could dissolve whatever that surface is. And that's the problem. So I've always stated, there are people that ask to have put PPF on those spots. There are other people, if it was me and I had to do that, I would be pulling all those piano black pieces off and I go rattle can like Anthony, 2K clear on everything. Just so that I'd know that I had actual automotive clear coat and it'd probably harden up and I wouldn't probably have the scratches that I would get.
They are the bane.
But that
of
is
the automotive
really,
industry.
really,
It's
really
gloss black panels. If you could put
Yeah,
anything
I don't
else
know.
there,
I'd probably
take it.
PPF.
It's meant to
Yeah.
look good for brochures, but that's about it. It's just meant to look good in the catalog. And then the second you actually live with it,
They're
Yeah.
just so
toast.
soft that
Now,
it's just,
what I would
it's
say,
eaten up.
a good application, Defender.
That's what I was going to say,
Yeah.
Defender. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
definitely.
spray Defender on it or on an applicator and apply it and wipe it off. And that would probably be the best thing because of the fact that you don't know what's on that surface, what
Right.
that
Yeah.
actually is. So
all right.
I'd be like a kid in school. I raise my hand.
All right.
Tyler's saying I live in Assonet.
Okay. I think he said it was
There
a
you go.
small town. So, yeah.
G saying, Bob, how do you do the environmental regulations in California? How do the environmental regulations in California affect your business? This is a good question because we've had this conversation
Yeah.
a number of times.
I would say, actually, from a manufacturing perspective, it puts us in a better position than anybody else around the country because we're a little bit ahead of the curve,
Correct.
right? So we know what's coming. The other things, but realistically, besides air quality regulations for our manufacturing facility, we don't really have any restrictions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really the air quality. We have to get our machines, permitted by the Air Resources Board, things like that. We do have to account for whatever we, pass into the atmosphere. Dave does the calculations and stuff like that. But we really don't have any, serious regulations because we can actually manufacture non-VOC compliant product in California.
Right.
We just can't sell it in California. So,
okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
They just don't want it going in their air.
Yeah, and I think realistically, P&S's perspective has always been we're as environmentally friendly as we totally want to be. It's a goal of ours. We produce no hazardous waste. It's very important to us, and so California doesn't affect us at all.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
and like you said, it puts you in almost a better position because of that.
Yeah.
yeah, I was going to ask. So beyond the air, is there anything regarding water, anything like that you don't have to really worry about that either?
Well, typically water regulations are mandated by the federal government.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then,
yeah.
and it filters down through
Yeah.
the states. But, you can't legally discharge anything into a waterway anywhere.
Yeah.
That's
So-
just not.
We don't really have any,
Okay.
discharge
Yeah.
regulations that are different that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I was curious if they just had
Yeah, no.
anything extra because it tends to be
No.
California will add things.
I mean, I would, I think if you took environmental out of there
Yeah.
and you said regulations in California,
different thing.
I could probably come up with a
Red
lot.
tape,
But from an environmental
red tape.
perspective and us manufacturing, not so much. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Now you do have a spill zone, and you have containment areas,
Of course.
for in case of an accident,
secondary
or a
containment,
barrel
all that
falls
jazz,
over,
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of those setups already, but that's going to be
That should be everywhere.
That's everywhere. That's
It
what you
should
need.
be, yeah.
So,
When I walk into a chemical manufacturing facility in, I don't know, Kansas, Ohio, everybody has secondary containment.
Yep.
Everybody has similar fire regulations. There's no,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything really unique to California.
I think along the lines of like
Yeah.
OSHA stuff, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex saying, Glenn, for the vinyl letter stickers, use a hairdryer to warm the bottle up to allow the
There you
vinyl
go.
to adhere. Then put it on, and it's 1,000,000 times easier.
And
That's a
Alex,
good one.
Alex would know.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And
looks like-
Alex saying crystal wash is a pH of 2.4 as per the SDS.
Thank you, Alex.
There you go.
Pretty
Whoa.
I knew I wasn't right.
That's why we keep them in the. That's why we keep them in the chat. Eddie saying KCX Reactive is for the bougie rich kids. That's another. That's another good point. The price and the cost difference between Iron Buster and KCX Reactive.
Yeah.
Rust remover. Further details. Bob, what is your go-to drying aid if you don't want to stack durable protection on top of a coating? Absolute 64-1 paint gloss or Dream Maker.
I'm still bead maker.
Huh?
I know it's not on the list, but I'm still bead maker.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Done and done.
Eddie says Iron Buster needs a new smell. My wife almost divorced me when I used it in the shop. Oh my gosh. Is she not like? She doesn't like cherry.
Yeah,
That
I guess
is the
not.
category.
She's not a cherry fan.
Yeah, the cherry was the problem.
Eddie, I don't know. I mean, sometimes you just got to let go.
Never mind, it tends to any of those products smell like something crawling out of the sewer. So I mean,
Ron says KCXRR has a light smell to it, but PNS is the better value. Thank you, Ron.
Yep.
And then Keith Duplessis chiming in saying a pH is 2.4.
Yes, very
Got
helpful.
Keith in the house saying,
Yeah.
Keith's here.
yeah.
He's going to be here. He's
He's
either
gonna be
here or
here.
he's going to be here.
Yeah.
He's on his way here.
Driving.
Okay. I was
You
going
know,
to say,
Keith, he's probably standing outside the door.
Yeah.
wouldn't be surprised if we walk out there. What took you guys so long?
Exactly.
I've been knocking on this door.
Yeah, Eddie saying Iron Buster has a smell. He goes, I
Oh,
don't
nose
smell
blind.
cherries, bro. And then Joey saying, oh, Eddie, you got to really shove your nose up in there. Jimmy, great answer about Crystal Wash. I always have heard it mentioned, but never any real discussion. I thought it was like a rumor, like Fight Club.
It's a
Yeah.
real thing.
Yeah. Hans says, oh boy, can't wait to go now. Where is my time machine? You got like 8 weeks.
It won't be
Hans. You're
that
okay.
long,
You'll be
buddy.
fine.
Yeah.
You'll live.
6 weeks maybe. Fred Shamrovich saying, hey, everyone.
Hey, Fred.
And then, man,
And hellos,
everybody, a lot of hellos.
Always
Okay.
happens.
Joey just saying, thanks for checking on me.
Just people being nice. We're on page 4 now, is it?
Nope.
Nope. That is not it. 3. 3 is where we were. So 2.
All right. Hans, would Crystal Wash make a good wheel cleaner?
I mean, depends on the wheel, right?
I don't know.
Sydney uses a pre-step, pre-treatment prior to using Brake Buster.
Okay.
Quite a bit. She loves that combo. So that's the only application that I can think of. Because I think Crystal Wash alone as a wheel cleaner, not super effective in my opinion. Yeah.
There you go. John Hole saying, hey guys, great to
John.
see you all. Only a few weeks to go to get that Smith & Western experience.
Can't wait.
We love that
you know about that,
experience.
right?
Yeah,
I
he
do.
was
I
with
was
us last
there,
year.
man. I know all
He was
about
with us
Yeah.
last year at
Yeah.
the Smith & Western.
He got the.
We went together?
Him and Rennie were with us.
Holy smokes, you're right. Oh my
Yeah.
God. It's been, guys, we've gone too many places. I'm starting to,
Now who's on painkillers?
Everything's starting to mix up, right? Get ourselves a good
It's kind of surreal to be in a
Yourself-
Western bar in the UK.
Get ourselves a Coors or a Budweiser over there,
Exactly.
right? A
Yeah.
true, ethnic beer on that side of the pond.
You're an import.
An import,
Yes.
like we've
True
imported their
imported beer.
finest. Have you guys ever had Blue Moon before? I'm like,
It's the most exotic one we carry.
Thanks.
The one who shall remain nameless saying, Bob, I called P&S the other day looking to get some 16-ounce bottle labels and was told they are not available. Any chance they ever will be sold so we can label our bottles? Tyler, you need to talk to... you need
Tyler, go back channel. We can figure
Yeah.
that out. Yeah.
All right.
And you know that back channel.
Yeah.
Joey Belinsky, my God, that was only Monday.
Yeah, no, it feels like it was a week ago.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And then Eddie saying hashtag August. I don't know what that means.
right.
And then Joey, you can do a lot with 2 liters.
GTI life.
And Tony saying just landed. Where should we
Hey.
go eat?
Oh, Tony's here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony's here.
Yeah.
He's going
The
to stop by
master
tomorrow.
himself.
But he said that half an hour ago, so I'm guessing you already found a place.
Yeah,
Steve.
hopefully you guys went and found a
gosh.
spot. Take the kids and the wife to Boise Fry Company.
Yeah, that's a good like,
Um,
little.
They'll
afternoon
eat that. They like
experience.
fries.
I
Dan,
think there's no kids.
no, he's got the
Oh.
kids.
Oh,
with
he
him.
does? Oh, okay.
I video chatted with him earlier today.
Okay.
And
I
he
wasn't
had
sure.
he had the boys there getting ready to get on the plane.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
Dan Pfeiffer saying Brake Buster 1-to-1 for the win.
Yeah.
Dan, you know you're not supposed to do that, but we appreciate you doing it.
Yeah.
And then Jay's Car Channel giving us a $10
Hey,
super
wow.
chat. Thank
Very
you.
kind.
Saying
Thank
Happy
you.
Friday Eve, bros.
Thank you for
Thank you,
using
man.
the new
Thanks,
super
man.
chat feature here on the podcast channel. We appreciate
Dane
that.
finally turned it on.
I turned on the spigot. Okay.
Yep.
Brett G saying the 5.2 liter Magnum, the biggest little small block in the world.
It tries.
Yeah. Franco saying, I thought summer drink was from Boone's Farm wine on ice. Any Boone's Farm. Then my guy Kirby saying, I need a popsicle. It's 102 degrees outside. Yeah, Kirby, getting
Oh,
some
boy.
AC, man. Mark Stone, good afternoon, everyone. I'm all in on the essence of leather and something else. And then Joey, I'm pretty sad I never got to experience the Blue Bead Maker. Has Sydney vetoed all future limited batches, or will we potentially see anything fun like that again? It wasn't Sydney that vetoed that.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know where you got the idea that was Sydney.
I mean, we did the Shamrock.
Yeah, we did the Shamrock Shine.
Yep.
Shamrock Shine, right?
Shamrock Shine.
I mean,
People
We still
like
have a
that.
gallon of it, Joey. If you come over here, we'll give you.
Yeah.
That you're literally forcing a guy who just got an arc reactor put into his heart to come up here
can
like
fly
it's
over.
He'll
nothing.
fly up here
Fly
in his
up
Iron
here.
Man suit.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
Like a
that's
2-hour
easy.
flight.
Well, I know, but the thing is now with that new arc reactor and their flights start doing weird electronic things in the air.
Once,
I
once he
mean-
gets his systems regulated,
Once
he can come up.
builds his suit that he can fly on his own, like Iron Man.
He's working on it.
But no, Blue Bead Maker, it still exists in certain places. I know I have like a 32-ounce bottle
I
with
think we
some,
have a
with some
gallon
in
literally
there.
in the
And
cabinet.
I still
over here.
throw down with that. What's funny is that honestly, it still stuff works flawlessly. I have no
Yeah.
issues with it. But that gallon in there might be worth something someday. But we'll see. I don't know, Bob. I mean, I'll see if I can come up with any good enough ideas to convince
Any other winners?
any good enough. Yeah.
It worked so well the first time.
Yeah. Mark Stone saying, I'm all in on the essence of leather, and I really like the essence of absolute. How about the essence of race gas and smoky burnouts?
Ooh. Nice.
You have to have Bob smell that one cologne that you got, the gas
Oh
one.
yeah, it's Dead Dinosaur.
Dead Dinosaur.
Dead Dinosaur is what it's called.
Oh,
And then
no.
Tyler saying, my truck has bead maker on it with no other protection. What would be the process to get Defender on there, then top it with bead maker or dream maker? just spray it on,
Just
dude.
do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't fight.
Just
Easy.
do it. Go for it. Joey, the bathroom scene gets me every time on the commercial for the Home to Suites. And then Franco saying, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. That's beside the point. Said that to everything for like a month. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Jeff Z. Levi, Tyler mentioned last week on Jamie's show that DPT coatings need a strong chemical decontamination. Would Crystal Wash be a good option, or would an alkaline cleaner be a better recommendation? That's a great question. I would say you could use an acid on it. I don't think for this purpose of the way Diamond Protect products work is that you do need to use an acid. I think it really likes being in a high alkaline cleaner over an acid.
Yeah.
So I would recommend probably using a higher alkaline cleaner.
Either that or just a good alkaline soap,
Yeah, like super foam.
We actually did a coating decon on our trip to the East Coast, where actually we took, I think it was D60 or it was 120, and we did a decon with super foam actually, and it seemed to actually refresh it significantly. Not that I'd recommend doing that all the time, but it made a pretty big difference.
Yeah, no, not on
it
a
really
regular
likes
basis.
it really likes a higher alkaline. It's just the way that coating is.
Detail Morty says, "What's y'all opinion about using a paint sprayer for instance washes?" I've done it. It actually
done
works.
it.
Yeah. Anthony
very
has one.
well.
It's like a kiddie pool and a paint sprayer.
It puts out
It's just
quite a bit
5-gallon
of pressure. Yeah.
You don't need
It looked like a kiddie pool.
You don't need
That's
a
why
kiddie
it's set
pool.
up.
It's a
No, you just put it in a
5-gallon.
5-gallon bucket. But no, they work great, man. I mean, I highly recommend it if you haven't done it before.
A lot of guys. What's fun is I see a lot of high-end car show detailers, like really high-end guys. They'll use the paint sprayer because of the fact that it's because of the high pressure that they can then use it almost like a pressure washer in a shop setting, but without a ton of liquid overspray on everything, so they can get in the cracks and crevices, especially after like when the vehicle's just been wet sanded and they're trying to get a lot of the compound and slurry out of areas, and they're pairing it with a rinseless to try and get all that stuff out. That works really well. So Super Auto Anthony's always rocking the Eros cologne from the H2S bathroom attendant.
Home to Suites. Home to Suites. That is actually funny that you noticed that it was Versace Eros. Yeah, it was. I brought a handful of different ones with me.
Yeah.
But then Sebastian's like, "Which one do you want me to spray on you?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm kind of feeling going clubbing tonight." So and by
Eros it
clubbing,
is.
I mean we're going to the Trader Joe's across the street. I want to smell and look good over there. So hit me.
Until
with
they
some of
told
that
you to
stuff.
take the cameras outside.
Yeah, and then they told us you can't film in here, sir. I'm like, don't tell me what I can and can't do.
Maybe I did, maybe I
We
didn't.
filmed
Besides the
ourselves
point.
walking in and walking out.
Yeah. Eddie's saying, what's the best PNS compound for a one-step that can be pad dependent?
Got to be Ego Maker.
Ego Maker? Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say you could also use Ultra Coat.
Polish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Compound though.
True, but you could use it for a one-step
Oh yeah, for sure.
that could be pad dependent. So
Yeah.
you could...
Yeah,
Add
enhance the cleaning with a wool pad.
Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, UCP 1987, right?
There you go.
Yeah, for everything, for the win.
David Boyce saying,
That's Joey Belinsky.
Sacramento.
Yeah.
Says, help me out. I've used 4 ounces in a 16-ounce Essence of Absolute. Okay, David.
Yeah,
actually-
David's been asking this
David's
question.
been asking
Oh,
this
yeah.
question.
And we told him to
Wait
talk
until
to
he
him.
Ask you directly.
He says 4 ounces in a 16-ounce Essence of Absolute. The scent doesn't last even 2 hours in any of my 3 cars. I think I got a bad batch. What do you know about that, Bob?
I can't imagine what would make a bad batch,
Okay.
to be honest with you. And the Essence of Absolute is a kind of a nondescript light odor. Yeah, that's plenty concentrated.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, essentially,
That's 4 to 1.
pint is designed to make a gallon. So he's at 4 to 1. He should be fine. It's really designed to be 8 to 1. So I don't have an answer for him. Sorry.
So, David, you might start sniffing some coffee beans.
Okay, yeah.
You might have gone
Reset
nose
the
blind.
old
might have gone-
factory.
you might have gone
You know what
nose
I'm wondering?
blind.
Because you can become nose blind to a scent pretty fast, right? Pretty easily. If you were already a user of Absolute and you got used to that scent for so long, right, that
Yeah, it's like he's washing
using
everything.
now the air freshener in the car might be a similar effect. In terms
I noticed
of
that
going
with the
nose
bead maker
blind.
was that I use bead maker so much, and then I'd use the bead maker spray that, that we all tried, And I noticed that too with myself, was that I just couldn't smell it as much. But then I literally opened a bag of coffee and took a deep breath of that. And then I sprayed it and I was like, oh my gosh, I can smell it. It's great.
Yeah, because one of the things that happens when Dave is developing products and he's putting fragrances in there, he'll walk around and go, you guys got to smell this because my nose is dead.
It's gone.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like he can't determine the difference between any of the fragrances.
Yeah.
So it may be happening. Yeah.
It happens to everybody, David. And it could just be, for me, it's years of breathing hydrofluoric acid that was foamed through archways. So it's hard for me to smell that. That's why I always combine 2 different scents because it keeps me guessing. So
Demo saying Essence of Trish, which combination of cigarettes, Trivium, and
old Dodge Ram
interiors, right? Dude.
So the story of that was there was a lady there was a truck, mystery truck, Bob, parked outside of Anthony's house. And Anthony was like, what the heck? And it was there for like 3 nights in a row. And he was like, his wife's like, what is that? Who's that? And he's like, it's probably somebody casing the joint.
Like a stalker
coming after you.
So he gears up, ready for battle, goes across the street to talk to this person, rolls the windows down. The person rolls the window down after he knocks on it. It's a mid-40s lady smoking cigarettes, listening to some hard rock music, going, I just needed to get out of the house. I'm living with my mom, and I'm just here to smoke some cigarettes and drink and listen to some music and just chill out.
Like
and Anthony's like,
park.
oh, okay. And then she goes, what kind of music do you like? What kind of bands you got? I need to listen to some different bands. And he goes, I don't know. And he just says the first band name that comes to his mind. And so
Which was?
Trivium. So then she pulled it out and she's like, yeah, this is good. I like this.
No, she pulls up her phone. I mean, there's more to the story than all
but
this.
But I'm giving him
and then she said, what are you doing later?
Well, no,
you want to hop in my truck?
No, I would not.
The whole time she's just smoking.
But she's like, hey, what's trivia? And she goes, yeah, what about this song? And I'm like, I don't know, maybe. I don't even know what that song is. So she turns it on and starts blasting it. And it starts off like hardcore, dude. Like the like crazy lead guitar starts. And I'm like, damn, this is pretty good. Like, we're both listening to her for the first time. And then she starts rocking out. And she's like giving me like the face, like, yeah, this is crazy. I'm like, all right, on.
Well, I'm going to go back to my house.
Your wife's looking out the front window going, what's going on over there?
How'd it go?
Did you fight him?
Yeah,
not exactly.
Nice lady.
So that's the story of Trish.
Okay,
Franco says, Eddie Cologne, have you ever used the last cut or the last polish? I'm always outside under a carport, and it's great for outdoor usage. Inside a garage, it would be king.
And then Eddie says yes. And then in focus, saying, anyone ever have this with Dreammaker? When using it, even lightly on the car, it makes my tongue get all weird feeling like it's got the film of the smell on it, even if I don't get near the mist. Close your mouth.
I don't think I've had that.
I haven't had it. I honestly haven't. I don't know.
Not saying you're mouth breathing, but maybe don't breathe through your mouth.
Seriously though, dude, I don't know. It might just be the same thing. Like you're getting the olfactory, you're smelling it, it's causing a reaction.
Maybe you borrow Dane's CPAP machine.
Yeah.
Just cycle some,
or put a dust mask on
there.
Rick Smith says, am I the only one that is afraid Jamie the Cleaner will mix something one day and just vaporize through his foam cannon? He has a great chance. There is a high probability that could happen. Yes. Franco says, Eddie, one step correct and need to polish, or one step correct, polish, and protect.
Eddie's
just going back and forth. All right.
And then Kirby, TRC, any guess on getting leather brushes back in stock? The TRC Color Lock brush. Yeah, they're on their way. Okay. So they might even be here. They're just not on the site yet.
They are. Yeah, they've been ordered.
So we found that leather restoration kit.
Yeah.
We had like 200 units and only one toggle forgot to get touched. And so our web team was like, yep, it's all done. It's entered. It's ready to go. And we had customers going, when are you guys going to get that back in stock? So we went and checked, and they were like, no, that was done. We got that all finished. Yeah. And it was literally just one toggle on the back end that wasn't making it live. And so Kirby will check. It might be something as simple as that because we did just get a large Color Lock
Shipment in.
in. So
CJ Byrne, 27, saying slaughterhouses have secondary containment.
Oh, that
For
makes sense.
water.
That sounds about
concerns,
right.
Yeah.
That makes us feel special.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tom
Tom.
Chicago saying Happy Friday Eve, gents. We met him at Detailer's
great.
Domain.
Okay.
Great guy. Holy
Super
cow.
great guy.
Awesome guy.
Amazing guy. Keith says, I'm here. I'll see you in the Springs.
All right.
Alex says, the perks of detailing with a company like PNS, straight to the source for all the questions. Great explanation, Bob.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Now we're on to page 1.
All right. And then
No
Alex
rush.
saying, hey, Keith. And then Car Suds and Detailing. Thank you guys for always helping. What size shirt are you? Making some cool ones I can send your way.
Oh, gosh.
Anthony and I are extra larges. And Dane.
2XL.
There you go. And then John Hole saying, Coors, that premium beer.
Oh, always the best. Coors Banquet.
The silver
Banquet.
Coors
bullet.
Banquet.
Full flavor, baby, right?
Oh.
Love the brown can.
Yeah. Tom saying, I just did the top side of a boat, and the sliding doors into the cabin had severe water spots on the glass. I tried just about everything from compounds, clarity cream. Any suggestions? Thanks. Severe water spots on the glass, and you tried everything from compounds to clarity cream. Man, Tom, next
If
step
it's
I
a-
would go
if
is
it's a-
quad-aught or double-aught steel wool with clarity cream and hand rub it.
Question, how long?
Yeah.
Also, make sure it's actually glass and not polycarbonate.
Oh.
Yeah, because, well, clarity cream would scratch the
Yeah,
polycarbonate
that's-
for sure on
yeah.
the boat. Yeah.
So that's the big thing: is it a polycarbonate or is it actually glass? And if it is glass, then you should be able to get away with quad-aught steel wool and clarity cream.
I'm assuming is he doing it by hand or machine?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Either one. So try those and see.
Okay.
You can always text me or message me, email me, Levi at the Rag Company, Tom, and I'll send me some pictures. Kirby, Crystal Wash is great. It does not bleed purple, so it keeps the driveway cleaner, but wow, does it work.
Very good.
Oh, it does. It does not bleed purple, so it keeps. Okay,
No.
but wow,
Yeah.
it works. There you go. Joey, I forgot about Shamrock Shine. I have a couple of them. Carry on.
All right.
And Alex says the Teal Queen vetoes all.
No.
Joey's going to need a
Teal
TRC Eagle chest pillow for the heart area to heal while flying Spirit from Sacramento to Boise to get that blue beam.
Hey, nothing like flying Spirit, right?
Don't fly Spirit.
Just to make you feel alive.
Are they a sponsor?
right?
I hope not.
No,
We're Delta
Spirit-
boys.
Spirit
Yeah,
is
yeah,
different.
yeah.
Delta and
You got to
Alaska.
pay for the vomit bag on Spirit.
Rocky Iverson saying the Diamond Protect told Jamie acid is great wash for their coatings. I know. You can use it. It's
Yeah.
totally fine. But yes, safer first to go high alkaline. Yes, that is correct, Rocky. So I know it's hard. We are working on trying to make sure all of us are on the same page with Diamond Protect stuff, but there are things that Anthony and I really do like, and the reason we go that way. So
Yep.
Franco, Franco saying, I was just telling Eddie, I'm a last detail compound user, but would PNS Clarity Cream be okay for the piano blacks on the doors next to the windows or glass only?
Oh, like on the pillars?
It's pretty aggressive.
Pretty aggressive. Yeah, I would not do that.
I would stay away from that, but I would still use Clarity Cream on the glass because of that. It's great for that. It's great on metal. So Anthony's Dodge Ram bumper, the 4th gen bumper that he put on there,
Oh yeah.
Clarity Cream perfect. Polish that up, shine it
Then
up,
hit a little bit of Defender after
Then
that,
put the
right?
Defender on
Blind
there.
some birds.
literally killing birds.
Take out a flock, right? I'll have to tell you guys about the days of when I was younger. I'd go crow hunting.
You didn't tell me
What?
about this.
Oh,
What?
I've heard this story.
Yeah, I know
Yeah,
you- I know you-
yeah,
You would-
yeah.
You would go crow hunting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In volume.
You never
No.
You never
You've
told
never
me
heard that
this.
story?
This is going to be upsetting
Oh, yeah.
for Levi.
You never do. I don't even think we have time to tell this story.
You
Like
probably don't, but we
6
might have to
minutes.
save that for the podcast.
I might
I'm a
save it
little
for the
surprised by
podcast.
you.
Yeah. No, I went. I know. Odin's.
Yeah, he's not going to be
Odin's-
too happy about that.
Odin's Ravens.
My crows and ravens
He's
are my
gonna sick your
friends, and I am a
boys on
little
him.
surprised by this.
Odin has smited me. Don't worry.
Possibly.
Why do you
Wow.
think my cars keep getting crapped on?
Probably
Right?
why.
It's
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
why.
that's probably what it
But
is.
I have slain.
I remember
thy
you would go
crows
frog gigging.
in-
You were a frog gigger.
No, I have to tell you the crow hunting stories.
You've never told me that.
They're
There's probably a
crazy.
reason.
Listen, my life in Modesto, California was much different than living in Boise, Idaho.
Dark.
I was a different person there, right? Yeah. And thanks to my time at Grace M. Davis High School, I was battle hardened for the rest of my life.
Nothing graceful about it, apparently.
For Mountain View.
Which was a cakewalk compared to the things I saw in Modesto. Moving on.
Gila's mobile detailing. Any thought about the durability of the Defender? I've been using it in replacement of the bead maker and just selling it as a 3 months or summer month protection.
Sounds perfect.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
My guy Kirby says, David Boyce, what are you spraying the scent on in the cars?
Oh,
that's another good
that's
question.
a good question.
Like,
yeah.
Depending on what you're spraying it on, it could easily be
Yeah,
wiped away by accident, or
You could also spray it up near the vents on the bottom under the dash.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah, you
spray
do
it
the
under the
vents.
seats with the vents, so that way it kind of hits.
somewhere there's cloth or foam or something that can absorb it better.
Yeah.
Looks like we got Sydney in the house.
Yeah.
Saying hello to my faves.
Hello.
Sydney.
Hello, Sydney.
Hopefully you're getting enough rest before the big event.
She's not
She's not sleeping or not at all. No. A lot of coffee.
Kirby saying hello, and then Tyler saying, I keep Mudbuster in my IK Pro 12. It's my go-to for pre-wash and undercarriage on my vehicles, plus all around for my yard equipment. Got some friends with off-road toys on the off-road line. Nice. Thanks, man.
Tyler's a fan. I love that.
Yeah.
In Focus
awesome.
saying, well, I have a crazy sensitive nose, so it's probably why. A lot of chemicals mess with me. I do use a mask when using Dreammaker to stop the weird issue. Good.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
could
do
be
know
just a
that,
sensitivity.
so nowadays I am more prone to there's products that have I have to talk to Dave about this, but there's a product that has a certain it's a scent that's in them that causes me to, like, my throat will not close up, but I get like
a little
kind of, but I get a lot of mucus buildup.
Oh.
To where it's almost like a sore throat. It's almost like it's burning.
Okay. Yeah.
Burning my throat. But it's certain chemicals that have I don't remember what I'm trying to figure out what it is. But anyway, I'll tell you off the air. But it's that I notice I'm more prone to that than I ever was.
Interesting.
As I gotten older.
That is an interesting thing.
So yeah, in Focus, you probably could do that. It's
We're on
probably
page
same
1,
thing.
so we can take our time. Guys, you need to be supplying some more questions.
Yeah, Joey saying, don't think I would trust my new lease on life with a Spirit flight.
Yeah.
It's Joey.
You may not get one.
Andy Stilley's mobile detailing saying, hey, got a little break in the action out here in the real Wild West of the Gold Rush Central Sea eras. Andy, there you go.
This next comment.
I love this. And then the one who shall remain named is my actual name.
His name is
Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin, thank you.
I don't think you got the right guy.
No, I haven't. That's the best part.
Oh my God!
That's what's so great about it.
Tyler,
Welcome.
and it's not
Because
Tyler.
You told me it was Tyler.
I thought it was. I said I think that's Tyler.
I'm so
Cucci.
sorry,
No,
Kevin.
Might be Tyler.
It's not.
It's Kevin.
So
Because I definitely thought it was interesting. I was like, man,
Levi's biggest fear is getting some of these names wrong.
That is
this
my
Diamond
biggest fear,
Protec
but
guy's being extremely
hey, that's all right.
complimentary.
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh my
Well, I do know Tyler did get a big box of PNS products and has been using every living snot.
We're
out
so
of them
sorry, Kevin.
lately. So.
He did. I know he did. I saw it on our website.
I love that. Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you for being a PNS
Fun
fan.
fact, though. Fun
Tyler.
fact. Tyler Cucci uses almost that exact same.
I think it's like the
Pick.
one. I think it's the one who shall not be named. Is like
That might be Tyler too.
What are
It's
the
funny.
odds, though? That's crazy.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I just love actually.
My
name's Kevin.
I love that.
That might be
Thank
my
you.
Whatever,
favorite.
Tyler. You
Yeah.
know.
Coincidence.
From now on, you're going to be Tyler.
Exactly.
Kevin,
No,
just
every
so
time
you
you
know.
see Tyler, you're gonna call him Kevin.
Stilly's saying
Oh, we got
$20 from
Whoa.
Stilly's Mobile Detailing. Fun fact: Tyler's actually going to be here next week,
Oh man,
Is he?
hanging out shooting videos with us.
It's
kind, Stilly.
It's just
Thank
so
you.
funny. You should call him Kevin. when
Yeah.
he gets here.
He will.
Hey, Kevin, I know that's you in there.
Hey, if he's on the Q&A with
he's
us,
gonna
we
be
can.
so confused.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Thank you, Andy, for the $20. Appreciate it,
Thank
buddy.
you.
And Joey saying lol, and then Gila's saying, is Breakbuster still good in the 1-to-1 dilution or no dilution at all? Breakbuster you can
No,
use
no,
1-to-1
you can
in the
use it
bottle,
1-to-1.
just don't put it in a foamer
Don't put it in the
1-to-1.
IK foamer.
It won't.
Yeah, it
That's
doesn't
the
pull.
thing.
No.
People say it does, but kind of around the...
doesn't pull properly. Yeah.
It's
It's trying
just like
really
groaning,
hard to
trying
make
to
it
get
work.
through.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Tyler saying, the one who shall remain nameless is, well, now I'm not nameless. Now you're Tyler.
Tyler.
Now you're tired. No.
And then Andy saying, I just want to thank Levi for being so available for help and advice, as well as PNS team. Outstanding. By the way, Defender as an upsell is money.
That's awesome, man.
Andy, thank you, man.
Nice.
And then In Focus saying, when soaking in rags to riches to break down old ceilings and towels, how long is needed? Overnight or just a few hours? Good.
Why not overnight?
Yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably better than nothing.
I've done it overnight. I've done it for a few hours. I typically have the best luck when it is overnight. Usually like with just a couple like stirs, you know what I mean, just to make sure everything's mixing in properly.
So do you have like
with
a large bow staff that you use to stir that bucket with?
It's a rod. It's like a prodding rod that I use, and I just prod my towels.
Okay. Kind of
And
like a reaching broom.
Well, it's because I'm the kind of guy.
Fallout from Modesto that you brought with you with the prodding?
Yes. But what ends up happening is I end up shoving too many of my drying towels into my R2R buckets, right?
Okay.
Because I'm like, well, I got a little bit of room in there, right? You need to have room for that.
You do.
towel to
That's the
breathe.
biggest thing. Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. I am not that guy, so I shove as many towels as I can there into the liquid and be like, yeah, I probably put one too many.
So it behooves you to wait 24
yes,
hours.
so
overnight.
it's longer for my witch's brew to continue to concoct
Remember,
there.
we're creating a spell, a necromancing spell
Yes.
to bring these things back from the
Correct.
dead.
And so hence why I have my big
What it's
prod
for.
rod. And I just prod those towels and stir them up, and then after a little bit of time, I throw them in the wash and give them
The
their
weird thing
final
was
ring
you were
out.
telling me you went yard sailing to look at butter churning. That's what you were
Yes.
looking for, was like a butter churn for rags to riches.
Well, ideally, I'm an old school guy, right? When it comes to washing my clothes, right? I like the old fashioned scrubbing on
like
a
a whiskey barrel and a
on-
washboard.
on a washboard, right?
Yeah.
And so I like to take that same approach and wash my microfiber towels
Okay.
because I get to see what happens from start to finish. I don't know what's in that washer. I don't know what type of fabric softeners my wife has been using, right? I want to be there from the start all the way to the end.
Wow.
Love to see what Katie.
Such
has to say
dedication.
about that.
Such dedication to your towels. I appreciate
I
it.
hope my wife doesn't hear this.
I was going to say.
I wanted
she may
to
call
weigh
bullshit.
in.
Yeah,
I wanted to weigh in on
she
the
probably
washboard.
she probably will do that. She probably will
Randall
later.
saying, what is a good dilution for the IK foamer for Breakbuster? So 10 to 1 in the IK foamer.
Yeah.
10 to 1.
10 to 1. And that's just don't do anything else. Like that's it. You don't
Yeah.
need to experiment with any other things. It will do everything you want it to do at 10 to 1. And then so no dilution on foam cannon as well. No, so you're going to want to you'll probably want to put some water in there in the foam cannon
Yes.
because it will be diluting itself as you're spraying it. But I would check out what Matt Mormon does. He foams Breakbuster in the foamer more than we do in a foam cannon, so you can see what dilution he's running. I doubt it's full strength. I just don't see Matt doing that, but maybe he is. It's just I don't know. We just don't rarely do that. I think it's we don't have time to sit there and swap between different foam cannons with chemicals, right? We're always in a rush in one way, shape, or form. So I don't know. That's just us. Stilly says, Levi, let me know if you like Queens of the Stone Age new album out today.
Yeah.
And if they come to Boise, I'd like to send you and wife to a show. That is
So
very
Andy,
nice.
that is very generous of you. I'm flattered.
That's flattering.
So
What an offer.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
But here's the difference.
Well, there's a but there.
So I'm actually very good friends with the tour manager for Queens of the Stone Age.
Did you ever meet Joey Castillo, the drummer of Queens of the Stone Age?
I have not. No.
I think that was his name.
Yeah. I
Great
just wanna
drummer.
meet
But I am
Tommy
going to say
Nickelberry,
I'm very good friends with them. They just started their European tour yesterday, and I messaged my friend and said, "Have fun. Sounds like a great adventure and trip." He's been the tour manager for Queens of the Stone Age for almost as long as they've been a band, about 20 years. Wow. So I appreciate that. He is based here in Boise. So
no way.
if I wanted to see the band when they're here, I just
So
text him and ask him for
maybe-
tickets.
maybe you help Andy out because
Andy,
he
here's the
offered
thing.
you that. Why
So
don't
the
you
last time you were
flip it
here, what
around?
you didn't know was I have a fully autographed, very limited edition
I'm extremely jealous.
poster that I've shown Dane that has the band's autographs, and it is a one of very few
One of a very
custom made.
So,
posters.
fun fact,
So,
Dane.
they
did
brought that to me
Dane-
as
Out
a
of everybody
tip.
here
Dane-
at this table, I know I'm
Yeah.
the biggest Queens of the Stone Age
Dane did a
fan. I know
whole
that.
Queens of the Stone Age music video
He
that
did.
can be found
He
at
did.
Great,
Back when I was
Yeah.
in high school.
Great Dane
Yeah.
Films. It's on his
Junior high
YouTube
and all
channel
that.
still.
Oh,
Feel free to
I think
grab...
it may be hidden.
No, it's not, Dane.
No,
I
it's probably hidden.
I watch it often.
I probably-
So, but
see the
Andy,
last-
thank you. We appreciate that. It means a lot. I really appreciate it. No need to do that, but I appreciate it. Thank
But
you so
that's very
much.
nice.
So, fun fact though, I just thought that was hilarious that you said that because I literally texted him yesterday. So, Joey saying, "Churn those towels."
Turn those towels.
And then Kevin saying, "How often do you wash your drying towels? Mainly used with bead maker." 1 or 2 times.
I
I don't know.
How often
like
do you wash your drying
1 or
towels?
2 times a week, depending. But mine, I'll go
mine-
months.
No, I wash mine immediately.
No.
Specifically, those used with bead maker.
No, I go
Immediately.
months.
Like
I
the
go
second
months.
that towel is done wiping up that last droplet of water in my washing
So
machine.
here's what I do at
in my
home.
washing machine. I mean into my churning butter machine.
Yeah, I don't wash my towels
Oh.
at all. I use them, put them in my dirty towel bucket. I leave them there,
I hate that.
and then when I'm out of towels completely,
hate that you're telling me that.
then I go
Laundry day.
Then I do laundry.
Yeah.
And I wash them, and I put about 4 ounces of Rags to Riches in my washing machine per
That's
load.
way too much. You should not be putting.
And
that
then I
much.
do a secondary rinse.
You're doing everything that we've ever planned
Bam.
out wrong.
You know
It
what,
works
though?
wonderfully.
There's
The towels are
probably a
perfect.
lot of people who do it like
That's
that.
why we do
I
that.
bet
We
there
have
are.
to do these weird versions of
Yeah.
that stuff to make sure
Perfectly-
stuff works.
perfectly
Try and break it.
balanced
That's
is all
how
they
we do
should
it.
be.
Yeah. And then Andy saying, "Hey Bob, I'm holding the fort down here in Copperopolis. If you're in town for the 4th, let me know. Lots of shiny wakeboard boats on Lake Tulloch sporting a PNS shine."
Well, I just talked to my wife last night. Looks like we will be there
Oh,
on
nice.
the 4th of July. We'll be leaving on the 4th of July because 4th of
No
July
way.
is
Kinda
a
crazy.
Tuesday, but
Okay.
we'll probably be there Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then In Focus saying, "Oh, I'm the same way. I kind of jam it all in there till there's a point. There's no liquid visible. It's all soaked up into the towels."
I know, but the problem is that everything that's being released out of those towels is just sitting back into the
Yeah,
towels.
yeah.
The idea is to have enough liquid
Remember,
body of water
Dave
there.
told us it's a bouncer, and they're trying to get the drunks out.
Yes, correct. But if you're
Where
at
the bouncer's gonna put the
if
drunks?
If you're at a full bar and there's no place to put the drunks, right?
Right.
Yeah,
the
the
drunks
door.
are just gonna keep
Yeah.
doing the
Yeah.
things they
They're
want
just
to
going to
do.
be
in
right
the
at the door.
alley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Franco says Amazon OTG wash wand, kind of like a camping bucket washer for clothes. Works great for detail towel bucket washing. Well, smart idea. Thanks, Franco. In Focus saying I like using brake buster a little stronger because when using a hose, it stops a lot of the rotor surface rust since I don't feel like making some roadie wash to my wheels.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
And then Kevin saying I do about a 1-to-1 with brake buster and a dedicated foam cannon. I use distilled water. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
If it works, man. Joey says Anthony might take up that offer though if Creed comes to town.
Listen, man. I'm at this point
You have fun with
this
that.
point in my life, I'd go to a
You're gonna let them take you
You
higher?
did go to the Goo Goo Dolls.
I did go to the Goo Goo Dolls,
did do
and
that.
I was pretty. Did I say I was disappointed, or did I have a good time?
You had a
there?
great time, and you also
The
saw
fact he
John
doesn't
Green there.
remember is
Well,
telling me.
that's what it was. No, I remember that very vividly. I just remember I had chicken wings, and I sat out in a
He
field.
remembers what he ate.
And yeah, and then there was like some chick from like back in like one of my very first jobs that says, "Hey, you don't remember me, but I remember you." And I go, "That's weird." And then she started talking to me, and I'm like, I'm trying to think of where I recall her from. But the Goo Goo Dolls they waited to the very end to play their biggest songs,
Right.
and that was the thing, right? They're like, "We're gonna play new music." I'm like, "Don't do that. Do
Nobody
not
Nobody
wants
wants
play
our
to see
new
it.
album, and
No.
everybody goes, no.
Don't play your new music. Like nobody's here for that, right?" And they continued to do it anyway. But it was actually a pretty good time. But I think Creed would be awesome, man. I think right on. It would be sweet.
No.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Kevin says I do what Levi just said. I will pre-wash the towels really bad. I will pre-wash really bad towels before they go in a dirty bucket. There you go. All right.
That's a good move.
Joey says, thank you guys for another great Thursday. Smash that like button on the way out. And
Please do.
Popcorn 2029 says, how much variance is there in GSM ratings versus measured? Should I be worried if my towels come in underweight?
Oh, okay. So
you're weighing your towels to make sure that, so take a 500 GSM towel. You're weighing it to see if it's 500 GSM.
They're extrapolating the numbers based on the size of the towel that they do get, which sometimes there's variability in the actual size of the towel.
It's not the weight of the size of the towel. It's the weight in 1 meter by 1 meter.
Well, no, but he gets that. But
I'm just making sure he does.
Okay, perhaps he doesn't. But I'm guessing if he's asking this question, he is doing the calculation and he's finding, oh no, this one is actually 489 when they say it's 500. The variation can happen when you have like a slightly smaller, side, profile or something. Like if the towel's not exactly the same size, but it is the same GSM as all the other stuff going down the line, but it's cut in a different way, you can end up with a slightly skewed number. So,
but
I'm just saying there's variability there.
1 meter by 1 meter is the actual size. So, unless you have 1 meter by 1 meter of a towel to weigh,
so he gets
that's
it.
how you figure it out.
I would say as long as it's within a range of like a margin of error, we can call it. You're okay. If it's wildly off, then there's
if it's a 500 GSM towel and it's coming up as 250.
For example, like we play like the CC rule when it comes to like a motorcycle, right? So for example, if it's if it's an 1170, right? We're probably going to call it a 1200.
If it's a 5.2 liter, it's a 318 cubic inches,
Yeah, I don't know. No,
we're going to call it a
363s that are now 4 liter
closer to a 300.
I mean, they could be like literally digits of a GSM maybe off, but then there's other cases, right, where we've had our Eagle 500s come in at like 520 GSM.
Correct.
But we don't want to call it 520 because that's weird, right?
Yeah.
So we just call it the 500. So there's give or take in certain white towels, and it all depends on the cut. It depends on that cloth. It depends on everything.
But else. I will tell you, we do weigh every towel to get very
Jeff
close.
Literally weighs.
Jeff will be probably screaming at us out of there.
Yeah, Jeff, so Jeff. I knew this is what was happening with him. So yeah, he goes. Yeah. I know it's 1 meter by 1 meter. He was just making sure you understood because we have had people who said, "Oh, it's off," and because they measured literally the towel and they're like, "It came out a different weight."
Yeah,
like,
it changes based on
by
cut
the
too.
meter size.
Jeff also built the most accurate algorithm for measuring GSM.
He's got
quite possibly in all of microfiber.
Yeah, I think in a spreadsheet that he uses, and it has been tested over and over again to be the most accurate. So that's what he does. He has a whole wet and dry weighing process and all sorts of different things that he does. And so
do water displacement tests, all that stuff. So
But Dane, take us home. Bob, thank you so much.
Yeah, Bob, thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah,
got a little dark there at the end, but
we went down the GSM rabbit hole. That's all right.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's all good. So anything you want to throw out there to the fine folks at home before we go? Anything you want to say?
Oh, just thanks for all the support for P&S. Thanks for supporting the Rag Company, right?
That's right.
Fantastic relationship.
We love it.
Yeah. Doing great in the detail industry.
Sure are.
See you guys around.
Come out Saturday. Come meet
Bob.
Bob.
Local. Come out Saturday to Hidden Springs Car Show.
That's where it's at. All right, guys.
Sweet,
so,
man.
with that said, hit like on this video on your way out. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. And that's it, guys. Have a great weekend. We'll catch up with you next week on the podcast.
See you later.
See you.